what is your hatred for John Cena?
Yo, when Hulk Hogan takes a rock bottom better than you, there's a problem. There's a problem. My man. All right, so give me the camera.
One rock bottom.
Yo, no, it's more than that. Show, give me the camera. I got the fucking camera. Kenny, I'm gonna have to do it for you. I'm gonna give you the whole spiel. He came out as a prototype. Whatever. You know, he slaps Kurt Angle. Ruthless aggression. I'm not into that. Whatever. He comes out as a rapper. I'm like, okay, all right, I could dig it. You know, he's from Boston, so that's a strike. You know, us New Yorkers, we don't fuck with Boston too much, but you know what? I'll look over that. He's doing his thing. Something original. Some I could, you know, there's something different. It's entertaining. Comes around, and my man has a choice between The Big Show, Kane, or Shawn Michaels. And he gives the most pussiest promo I've ever heard in my life. I will never forgive this. And he's on some, well, you know, I don't want to fight The Big Show because, you know, he's a huge guy, and, you know, you got the Big Red Machine who wants to fight him, and Shawn Michaels is a legend. Fuck that, bro. You already beat all these motherfuckers already.
Her return on SmackDown.
Okay.
So I definitely read some rumors about that.
Because for whatever reason, and I don't know Cody's reason, you turn around and go back, and people are gonna be, you destroyed thrones, and you go back? We have been doing this shit for ages, and he still doesn't know how to take it right. Trust me. That's it. Just, I got you. My man,
shit.
Collapse with the kick.
That's what I was. That's the way he didn't collapse during the sun. It was the kick. It was the
He's not even in his fucking chair when he gets in this fucking thing. He's not even in his fucking chair.
Yeah, but he
there
goes. Oh!
There he goes.
Both matches without the wrestlers were entertaining.
And on that note, everyone, it's your friendly neighborhood.
I stay loose, I stay hype. I stay loose, I stay hype. I stay loose, I stay hype. I could do this all night, cause I do what I like. Yeah, I do what I like. Yeah, I do what I like. Sipping goose, sip is right. And I go with the flow. Yeah, I go with the flow. Yeah, I go with the flow. Cause I know I'm the show. In the zone, here I go. In the zone, here I go. In the zone, here I go. Yeah, they know I'm a pro. Let's go, let's go! Yeah! Let's go! Here I go, I get lit, I get hyped for this shit! Right.
Word. He be like, I got a left elbow and a right elbow. I can break your face with an any elbow. Make sure that you get elbowed in your elbow with an elbow. Got the arm ball, get the phone ball, get around with the bomb with the bomb ball.
Daddy's gonna take you to Jersey Shore.
It's fucking Thursday night. I said it's fucking Thursday night. I said it's fucking Thursday night. I said it's fucking Thursday night. I don't know where the other fucking buttons are, but you know what that means? It's wrestling with fucking knuckleheads. We got Cap in the building. What's going on, Cap?
Not much, man. Here to talk a little bit of AEW, NXT World Collide. Some shit coming up.
Word. And we're gonna talk about Jabba Slam 2.
What?
Not to be known as
What?
Fuck you. Not to be known as Slobber Jam 2.
What? What?
It's fucking Thursday night out here, and we doing our thing. Dream is waiting for you.
What?
Dream is waiting for us. What's going on, Dream? How you doing, bro? Yo, it's fucking Thursday night, man. We only get one Thursday night a fucking week, and you know what that means.
And you came out here like the warrior, man. Ran down the thing, blew yourself up, now try to have a match.
That's right, shit. You know what? But you know what I said to that? You know what I say? I say,
Like, what's up, danger?
fuck all that bullshit, man. Yo, all I'm saying is I'm not going to throw no kicks because I don't want to break my foot like CM Punk did last night. I don't know how that works. That kind of looked like when MVP took the RKO and broke a rib. I don't know. But you know what I'm saying?
So that's something I wanted to bring up because back with my old job, I might have an explanation
Okay, okay.
We'll get there.
See, look, even Dream was saying supposedly. But yeah, man, yo, we got Edge came back on Monday Night Raw. Trish Stratus came on Monday Night Raw. But what?
Beth Phoenix.
Beth Phoenix was there, yeah, which we might get. You know, Edge and Beth Phoenix and Ray versus Finn, Priest and Rhea Ripley, because Rhea Ripley and Beth Phoenix sounds like a fucking match to me.
Before we get in that, is it me or does Rhea look like she wants to fuck up anybody who only looks like Dominic Mysterio?
Yo, yeah.
Anybody else, she's like, nah, you're good.
Well, you know what it is. Fucking she's Dominic's poppy, so she gotta discipline him now because apparently he ain't learning fast enough on how to wrestle.
Hey.
You know,
she looked at Dominic and was like, "Yo, Ray might be your father, but I'm your daddy."
Word, she is manhandling homeboy. That's not even fucking fair. Like, Jesus, holy shit.
He's just a child.
You leave him alone, ma'am. Pick on someone your own size. Shit, you on some?
Why would you do this?
Is picking on my man's. But yeah, and then all right. So last night, AEW, the opening sequence to the Death Triangle and Will Ospreay, Ray Phoenix and Will Ospreay, that was fucking dope. I didn't get to see the whole match. I got it paused right now. After this shit, I'm gonna finish that. But
yo, before we get into that, man, let's talk about your experience with the. How was it over there?
Yeah, all right. So before we get into that, we got Kofi coming in later because he was there. Gigi's always gonna be coming through. Show was here at 8:59 to go in my brain. That's what he told us before the show and got off.
Yeah.
So
it was confirmed. Show has a brain because he mentioned it twice.
Yes, confirmed. But yeah, so we're gonna have Dirty Heels come on, and he's gonna talk about that shit also. But that was my first independent wrestling show, Jobber Slam 2, and that shit was kind of dope. We got there mad early because we wanted seats. What up, pimp? We wanted seats, and Gigi wanted to go, talk to the girl that she promoted the match with, and all that other stuff. So we got there early. Me, Kenny, Gigi, and the little one. By the way, she kicked my ass the whole fucking show. So I'm like Sinbad right now. I got no ass. I'm just sliding off the seat. I had to use a belt to tie myself to the fucking chair. I got no ass
those
now.
Donuts to just stick in the middle.
Word. I got Big Cuzzo to protect me during the end of the shit, but it was kind of dope. I'm in Brooklyn right now. We'll jump on when I get in. All right, so Gigi's coming on a little later, but yeah, it was dope because when you watch wrestling on TV and then when you watch it live, it's a lot different than if you was watching WWE live. You know what I'm saying? Like where WWE live, you could tell is a show and they're not really trying to engage the audience. They're just putting on the show and then the audience engages themselves because they know, like, in this spot right here, we got to cheer for the dude to, like everybody's clapping and he's in the headlock. They did that on purpose so you could cheer for him to rise up. Where, like, on the independent show, they're engaging you guys. Like, it's almost like they're wrestling us and helping each other out. You know what I'm saying? So it was fucking fun, man. The first match was the world champion versus Pena versus Mysterious Q, and the first move he did was a drop kick, right? And when Mysterious Q landed on that mat, I was like, holy shit, someone just shot a shotgun in my fucking ear. Like, that's how loud that ring was. And then they started chopping each other, and Show called me up because, Show's always late, and he's like, yo, I'm here. I'm down the block. I was like, yo, bro, you're missing a hell of a match. They're chopping the shit out of each other. He goes, oh, no, I can hear them chopping the shit out of each other down the fucking block. That's how loud that shit was. My man's chest was red like a motherfucker. And it was a dope experience. You're listening to these chops. I'm maybe 50 feet away from him. At one point, my chest started hurting. You know, you're engaging with the crowd. I seen a dude. Matter of fact, I'm not even gonna fucking tell you what I've seen. I'm gonna show you what I've seen because I found somebody recorded it. I'm gonna show it real quick. But this was some fucking incredible shit. If I can find the fucking.
But while you're looking up that, Pimp, we'll get to that. To what we thought about that. That's why I'm on the show actually, this time. I know normally I'm only on the comics, but I watch the wrestling too.
Word. He's into the hippity hop. All right, hold on. I got. Where the fuck? Oh, here it goes. Now, this shit is hard to describe to y'all, but when I saw it, all right. So I'm on this side. So I'm on this side, right? Watching the crowd. I'm like in the second row. My man over here gotta be 350, 3 something. Look at this shit. He just flies over he literally just flies over the whole fucking. Oh wait, you can see us. You can see us. Yeah, yo, that's a big boy. Don't let that camera. You see me and Kenny over here.
Oh shit, yeah. It's like, where's Waldo?
And then there goes Gigi's over. Hold on, I'm gonna see if I can try to pause it when they get to this. Oh, this woman went crazy, but we're behind homeboy over here. My man, yo, we went. You see, show like look at the show over here. Yo, that was insane. That was insane to see. Because usually you see somebody like that and they stop him, and it's like, oh fuck. But he did it. There was no stopping him. He did it. Now, yo, that was the biggest pop of the night. That was the biggest pop of the night right there. That was a fucking dope. See, it's a good experience. It's a lot different than like if you went to the WWE because it's a little bit more personal, but it was a dope experience. I'm actually interested in promoting a wrestler in a match. You know, we're gonna have I want to make the Knuckleheads versus the Dirty Heels in one of these shows. But,
yo, don't get it twisted, man. I've been in the wrestling before, so, and not just because I'm older. Like,
yeah. Oh no, he likes wrestling. It's just
I normally have other things I'm doing on Thursdays. Today I was just free.
Yeah. And also he doesn't get as triggered as I do in the wrestling shit. But
oh hell yeah. Like a Tool the Butcher.
yo, dude. And my man, and the crazy thing is the other people in that match was just as big as him. Like they had one dude. Yo, I'm gonna tell you this story. They have a guy that he thinks he's a movie star. So he has the chop block, you know, where it says action and shit. So he starts the match. He goes to the crowd and he goes pop, and it's like action. So he turns around and gets chopped, and I'm just yelling at him, cut, because that chop sounded just like the fucking chop thing. So Kenny next to me, so it was prolific, which is a group which I got kind of like Nation of Domination vibes from them. That was Kenny's group. He didn't promote, but he likes that group, Prolific. And then he was wrestling the other group, which is actually like the people who promoted the show. Those are their boys. So the ref actually came out with them wearing their gear, and then he put on a ref shirt, and he's like, "I'm the ref now." And we were like, "What the fuck, bro? Like, what kind of shit is that?" And he cheated at the end. I'll tell you how he cheated at the end. But so this dude thinks he's a movie star, and Kenny's talking shit. He's like, "You ain't no fucking movie star. Your shit goes straight to Netflix." He turns around to Kenny and goes, "My shit don't go straight to Netflix. My shit's in the big screen." So when he turned back around, I was like, "Oh, my boy said you a Lifetime movie actor." And everybody in the front row in front of us started dying. But the big dude turned around and said, "Which one of y'all said that?" So I stood up. I said, "My man right here." I pointed right at Kenny. I was like, "My man right here said that shit." So Kenny gets up and he's like, "What's good?" And he's like, "Yo, you know," he's like, "You know what happens in the Lifetime movies? The bitch always dies at the end." And he points the dude on the floor, like the other team. And Gigi turns around and he's like, "Yo, why is Kenny starting problems?" It's like, he didn't. I did that shit. I just trying to get Kenny fucked up. It's just like, it was fun. It was fun. one of the other dudes, I forgot his name. He had some huge ass fucking shoulders, and Kenny was just like, "Yo, why your ears so big? Why your shoulders don't match your body?" He was going in. He was going in. It was fun though. So how this dude actually won? He was calling it down the middle. The ref, you know what I'm saying? He was calling the whole match down the middle. And Prolific, their finishing move is like a 3-man Styles Clash. So the dude in the middle has the Styles Clash, and then the other dudes hook the guy's arm with their feet and grab their legs. So it's like they have a half Styles Clash, and all three of them do the Styles Clash on them. Okay. So they go to pin, and the ref, 1, 2, and he does this to the guy. Like that's undercover, and the rest of the team comes out, and some other people come out from the back, and they grab him, and then they do a move on him, and he's like, 1, 2, 3. All right, that's it. We won, baby. We won. And another dude, because there's a feud from the battle royal where the guy that came out to help the other team, another dude came out of the crowd, and he like literally jumped over homeboy. I told him, I was like, yo, my man, you jumped too high on that one. You almost like you ever see somebody boing, like fly over the target and almost land on his head?
Naomi used to when she first started?
Yes, exactly. And yo, what's going on, normal guy? Yo, and that was funny because I was sitting there, I actually was screaming. I was like, how come this is a better fucking fight than Moxley versus CM Punk? Like, what the fuck? Because they actually looked like they were fucking each other up. You know, they wasn't just shoving each other, hoping for people to, you know, back them up and all that shit. But the main event was Mia Yim versus Big Swole, which that was, you know, it started out and it was kind of like a technical wrestling match, and then like maybe 5 minutes in, another set of people came in and interfered, and then it turned into a tag team match with Big Swole and Colossus Mike versus the two people that interfered. So Mia Yim was sent to the back because she got DDT'd by one of the dudes, and she wound up helping them out at the end. But who's the heavyweight champ in the company? Pena. Is it Michael Pena? I know his last name is Pena. He Matt Awesome. He said that he trained Matt Awesome. So hold on. Let me look it up because you know me. I'm bad with names. I was gonna say I'm bad with names and bed frames. Like I don't. Steve Pena. I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know why. It just came to me. This is the champion, Steve Pena from the Bronx, baby. The boogie down. And it's funny. He has a barcode on the back of his tights and it says the Bronx is almost like he just got out of jail and shit. Dope dude. He's the one. His whole chest was. Yes.
That's not a bad looking title.
No, it's not. They unveiled a brand new title, the battleweight championship, which
that's the one you said Colossus had, right?
Yes, and yo, dude, it looks fucking dope as shit. I gotta see if I can find them. Here you go, Colossus Mike. There you go. This is here you go. This is the title right here that they unveiled it that day. Like the dude that made it. It looks a lot better without the filter on it. But yeah.
Okay.
It's pretty dope because this match, the way this match worked was there was a 4-way dance, right? And you have a 5-minute time limit. And there's about 8 other people around the ring. And when the time limit runs out, if you pin somebody, the 4 men that start the match, if you pin somebody before the 5 minutes, you're the winner of the match. You won the championship. If you don't pin anybody before the 5 minutes and the 5 minutes run out, then everybody on the outside comes in and it becomes a regular battle royal. And then when it's the final 4, it goes back to a 4-way dance. It was actually really fucking dope.
That's a pretty cool concept.
Yeah, that is a pretty cool concept. Because they didn't explain that during the match. So I'm sitting there, I'm like, yo, what's going on? Is it like every couple minutes somebody from the outside comes in, or when someone gets eliminated, someone goes in? And the dude in front of me is like, nah, man, this is he literally broke down the match. He's like, they should have told y'all, but they didn't. But this is the rules. I was like, all right, cool. I hope this don't happen the whole time because but
our next match is one you already know, and it's.
Yeah, The rules for this match have been explained 2 weeks ago on Twitter. I hope you get it.
Yeah.
Like, what? What the fuck? Why is there a ladder in the ring, but there's nothing up? Why are they climbing a ladder? Or so you got to climb the ladder, sing a song fully, and when you sing the song, you got to go underneath the ring, and then you can pin someone. It's like, wait, what?
You know, they got to try to be trendy now. For all match type rules, you just have to scan the barcode and read what it is.
Yeah, you scan the QR code and shit, and it just pops up. I can see that guy signing with somebody soon. Yo, he did a move to Mysterious Q where Mysterious Q was running to the ropes, and you know when they do their handspring off the rope and they do the cutter like Phoenix does? When he got into the middle of the handspring, Pena came and drop kicked him in the face.
Nice.
And yo, it was smooth as shit. I remember when that happened, I was like, "Oh shit!" And the dude on the other side of the thing was like, "Yo, that was nice. That was real nice." And I was like, "Dude, you damn right. Yeah, that was sick. That was
Like,
really fucking dope."
Is it like the first time you ever see Adam Cole super kick somebody in the middle of a moonsault?
Yes.
Something like
Yeah, the timing was perfect for that one. It was really fucking dope. Really dope. I mean, I could explain everything to you, but I want, Gigi and Kofi to tell you what's going on, and we get into this stuff. But yo, let's talk about the thing you want to talk about with CM Punk and his foot.
All right, so for those who didn't watch AEW, here's a little recap. This was billed like they were playing it up like this is going to be match of the night quality. Punk comes out in his long tights. Moxley comes out. They start the match. They do a little bit of thing. Punk throws a kick with his right leg. Hits Moxley in the face. Crumples to the ground. Because everybody knows his left foot is fucked up.
Yeah.
Crumpling his left foot. Doctors come. The trainer comes in. The ref's like, yo, what's, trying to stop the match. Moxley's like, yo, fuck this. Picks him up. Beats his ass. Hit him with the fucking
paradigm shift.
Picks him up again. Hits him again with the paradigm shift. 1, 2, 3. The crowd is like booing. The crowd is like, yo, this is bullshit. Moxley looks pissed off like Shawn Michaels looked pissed off at the Montreal Screwjob. Punk is fucking wincing in pain. When they take him out, Punk is looking back at the crowd and looking at the situation. Because now it's starting a little bit to cheer for Moxley, but still not all there. It looks like he's done. He can't put any weight on his shit. So it could be kayfabe. It could be the fact that Punk wasn't 100%. But because, so for all the talk about Punk backstage and all the shit that came out recently, by him and Hangman and all, his shit with Colt and all that. It could have been a situation where he was like, yo, it's going to take me longer than expected. So instead of holding up the title, let me just go out here, lose, then you guys do whatever. And then when I fully come back, we'll pick up from there. But now the thing with the foot is, so I worked in a rehab center as security, but I know a little bit. There are, especially with foot injuries, when people come in with braces on the legs and all that. No. When people come in with foot injuries, there's a point in time where they get evaluated for weight bearing, where they can see if that foot has healed enough to support the full amount of weight. So with Punk, who knows the actual status of his foot, but in reality, it is plausible that when Punk went for the kick and put all of his weight on that foot, it's not load bearing. So he fucked his foot up again because he did something he shouldn't have done.
Yeah, but he was jumping around on his foot last week.
Yes, but jumping and load bearing are two different things. That, like I said, when you get evaluated, it's specifically for load bearing. So like you'll see the people, like at my old job, you'll see people in the cast walk with the crutches or with a cane and they're walking on the foot. They're walking, but they haven't been tested for load bearing yet. So the difference is, it's a more medical than I can explain, but you have to be able with your foot to support the entire weight of your body. When you jump, you're landing both feet. You could put one foot down first. There's ways to mitigate and make it look like you're fine.
Well,
So
he was hopping on one foot. Like the other foot was bent, and he was just pogo sticking on that one foot last week.
True. Again, like I said, could be kayfabe, could be whatever, but there's also a legit reason it could have happened. Because to me, it looked like this is Punk's like last hurrah. Like he was like, my shit's not really healed. Maybe the jumping fucked it up more than he thought.
I don't know. I can believe that he's on some. I'm gonna be out longer than expected. So just why don't I lose it? Like I'm good enough to do something. I lose it. That way you can go with the other storylines and not just drag out Moxley beating everybody and then I come back 2 years from now.
Yeah, but my problem with that is you had Moxley go out there and squash him. Like it couldn't have been the plan to turn. He like for the plan to be go out there and make it look like you re-injured your foot, and Moxley squashes the shit out of you after CM Punk said all that shit in his fucking interview and his promo. Like that's piss poor fucking planning. That don't make no goddamn sense. So there has to be some. I've heard that this might be the Punk heel turn. That he's gonna come back and the shit I'm fucking tired of. You fans turned your back on me, like, but they didn't, because again they were booing Moxley when he won. They were all saying this was bullshit. So
yeah,
I don't know.
But who was it? Pimp. He goes, "You think that this is an issue with AEW and Punk?" I mean, I don't think. To be honest with you, I don't think Khan has the balls to do something to Punk, like because there's an issue with him and Cowboy in the back. You know what I'm saying? Like I heard that there was almost an issue with Eddie Kingston, where they actually suspended him quietly because he tried to smack Sammy Guevara in the back like on some real shit.
Yeah,
because he made fun of him or something. But I'm like, yo, I don't. The whole bullshit. Even if this was punishment or this was the way it was supposed to go, like Moxley is the champion now. He was the interim champion. And if he would have lost it, then that would have been waste of an interim champion. Because literally Punk was out for 4 weeks? He was out for Forbidden Door, which was the week after he got hurt. And then Moxley defended the title, 3 times? Once against Lance Archer, once against Jericho, once against the other Japanese dude.
Yeah.
Moxley was...
So you got to look at it both ways. This was almost a no-win situation because, like you said, if Moxley wins, then the whole interim shit means little. But again, if Punk won, you said, then the interim shit didn't mean anything. But if Punk loses, I mean, he did lose, but if it wasn't such shenanigans around it and he lost cleanly, why the fuck make an interim champ? Just strip him of the belt then.
To be honest, they should have stripped him of the belt. Or what you do is don't have CM Punk every week. Have him. You wanna make a heel turn? Have him not defend that title. And he's there, he's not there, and then you can have Moxie like, yo, you're not even defending the champion, you're not a fucking champion, blah blah blah.
Yeah, yes, that is the way you can go. I heard you make a comment before. I think it was last week when Punk made the when he made his promo that they're doing too much mentioning of WWE shit
Yeah.
from the past. So now that is an option, but then you run the risk of people bringing up Brock Lesnar and bringing up WWE even more because now he's doing what they're doing. He's doing what Roman does. He's doing all that.
Yeah, but it seems like the heels in AEW just go, okay, we're gonna be the Miz, and we're gonna say you're the Miz, and we're gonna be Triple H, and we're gonna be Brock Lesnar or whatever bad guy that's in the WWE. What? In all honesty, where's the original? Like all the ex-WWE guys are doing WWE shit. Even Jericho right now with the whole sports entertainer shit. I don't know how he's a sports entertainer and he's the Lionheart from the Heart Dungeon because they don't make sports entertainers in the Heart Dungeon.
Oh,
but it's all stupid. That is literally stupidity. That's redundancy and stupidity. I don't get it. I don't like it. I'm not interested in that match. Especially after the Lionheart got his ass kicked by Moxley. What, he's gonna come back out of retirement? He's gonna have another hardcore match as the Lionheart? Come on, man, with this bullshit. They finally got 1 million viewers, and that's the match they presented. Yeah, I mean, that goes to show you who's out of touch now. Remember when everybody was on some Vince McMahon was always out of touch? But when he put something on TV, besides Brock Lesnar, and everybody watched, something happened. You know, something happened that progressed the storyline. It didn't end something.
That's why I'm more inclined to think that Punk actually did get hurt again. And they had to call the match on the fly. Because it makes no sense to have Moxley. It makes no sense to set the match in that way.
You know why I don't think he really got hurt? Because I just watched the match and he didn't wince on any of the times he stood up. Moxley didn't have to physically pick him up. He just did the whole, I'm going to guide your head and you stand up. And every time he put pressure on his foot, there was no wince. There was no selling of that foot injury other than him being on the ground. And you know how I love how these people sell nowadays. Like even Cody Rhodes, I don't understand. You can't throw a punch, but you could do a suplex. You could do a spinning fucking power slam. You could do a choke slam with your torn pec. Can't throw a punch. Like, come, let's make this make sense a little bit.
Yeah, but, okay. But now we've seen a case where Cody Rhodes went in there with a torn pectoral muscle, still did shit, didn't wince. I've seen you with a torn shoulder, something in your shoulder torn. You still did a fun run without wincing. Like, pain management and adrenaline and all that shit in the moment.
See, but the thing is, when I had my torn shoulder, I winced at certain movements. I had full mobility in my arm, but certain movement, when I threw some, when I put pressure on things, it hurt. I didn't do that during the fun run. I made sure I didn't do that. When you sit there and you throw a punch, you're like, oh my God, but then you try to do something else that actually is like throwing a punch, but 10 times worse, and you don't wince. It's like, come on, bro. And then when somebody's, and not for nothing, when somebody's pushing up against your shit, that actually feels better than if they were doing something else.
No, but what do you call it? Punk is visibly limping. Like you could see he's fucked up every time he was in the ring when he tried to move after that.
I didn't see it. I just finished watching the match.
Look back again. Every time he comes up, his left leg, he's limping on it. His toes are down. He's not planted straight. I
just saw this match. He stood up on that fucking leg with no assistance from Moxley. You want to talk about low bearing? Him standing. Yeah, maybe you saw the match from WWE where they actually get paid to actually fucking wrestle. You know, because I honestly believe in all the ex-WWE competitors in AEW, it's in their contract. You don't have to sell. It's optional. Because it's pissed me off. Every single fucking one of them. You don't have to sell. Broke your foot? Fuck it. You know who did the best selling? You know who did the best selling in AEW from ex-WWE? Matt Hardy. And that's because he literally fell off a fucking scaffold and smashed his head on the concrete. He was really fucked up.
Dude, again, we saw two different things because I saw CM Punk hurt that entire time.
Bro. I didn't see it. I didn't see it at all. I don't know. Maybe you want to believe it, but I didn't see him hurt.
I want to believe what? You know me. I'm not a fucking shill for anybody.
No, I'm not saying you. I mean, you want to believe he was hurt. Look, I'm gonna play this shit right now.
What? When he gets up, you're gonna see him limp on that leg. He doesn't. He limps on that leg. You see his foot position.
Fuck it. If we get demonetized, there's no sound in it. Let's see. What's going on, Walter? And they just mentioned him hopping on that foot a few weeks ago. Look.
See,
wait. Look. And then he takes 2 full steps on that foot.
Okay,
he takes 2 full steps. Now look at when after the 85 elbow strikes. Yo, they still have this match advertised for the pay-per-view?
No. Not that I'm aware of.
And I don't know about you, but if anybody ever was actually hurt and someone touched the shit that made him hurt, the first thing they're doing is trying to get away. Come on. No. Sabu ripped his bicep off and Terry Funk still tried to fucking wrestle him, and he literally was decking Terry Funk in the face. So he's like, "Yo, get the fuck away from me."
Yeah, you see how Funk, he pushed away the fucking, what do you call it? Look, see? He's hobbled.
Yeah, and he jumped off of it.
He's being helped by Moxley.
Look at that, right there. Look at that. There was no sell of that foot.
Dude, first off, in that moment, how are you selling a foot? The dude's picking you up to hit a paradigm shift and go home.
The same way he sold it on the other 2.
No, but the other 2 was designed. This was the, yo, get up, let me hit the shit real quick.
If his shit really was fucked up, he wouldn't have to sell it. It would just be fucked up.
Okay. But again, you just said Cody Rhodes went in with a torn pec and didn't sell his shit and was doing moves. It is possible.
But what I'm saying is, when Cody Rhodes sold it for the littlest fucking thing and then didn't sell it for the big shit, that pisses me off. Don't sell it.
Yeah.
Don't sell it at all.
But we know he's legitimately hurt.
So we can also know that if he's wrestling, he can do things with it. No doctor in the world would let him go out there if he couldn't raise his fucking hands. But apparently he can't take off his jacket, but he can throw 52 punches and a suplex off the top rope and a diving stunner and all this other shit, but he can't take his jacket off. Is all I'm saying. Yo, he doesn't have to really be hurt. But if you want to sell it, sell it.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, even with real injuries, sometimes you don't see the pain. I worked in a rehab center.
No, I get it. I get it. But in an industry where you have to sell things and make things look believable, you do have this. You have to show the pain. We have to connect to it. Did you not see Young Rock? We have to connect to the wrestler. We have to feel his pain.
Except we go on to the main event, which is the European Union or whatever Will Ospreay calls his group versus the Death Triangle. And the first half of that match, or the beginning of that match, which you brought up earlier, was fucking phenomenal, and not one thing was sold in that.
Well, because the beginning of that match was reversal after reversal. How do you sell a reversal?
Well, what I'm saying is, selling is not the cat end all be all. There's a whole bunch of wrestlers who made a career not selling shit and were fine. You bring Goldberg up every 10 seconds.
I get it. But Goldberg never convinced us that he broke his fucking foot or his leg or his back in a fight. When he speared Bret the Hitman Hart and Bret Hart had that metal plate on his abdomen, he sold he was knocked out. When he really concussed himself against the Undertaker, he sold that he was concussed. He almost killed the Undertaker. That's how committed he was.
That's not you're conflating some things here, man. That's not a sell if you're literally concussed. That you physically can't do shit.
But you see what I'm saying? He was literally concussed, and you see the effect. If he literally broke his foot, there would be a problem there. His foot did not have time to swell up and get numb. If this was a boxing match and you break your hand, after a few rounds, your hand gets numb and you can start throwing it again.
Yeah, but if you go into the boxing match, your hand's already fucked up.
But you still see when they throw the punch, people can tell. Like, I think his hand's broke because he's no longer throwing the punch. When what's his name? Santos fought John Jones and tore his MCL, his ACL, his BCL, his ABC, his CDB, the LGBTQ in his knee. When he tore all that shit, he could barely fucking stand.
And I agree with you. But again, there was one time where he didn't sell, and that was immediately standing up and getting put in a paradigm shift.
All I'm saying is, if he really hurt himself, I don't believe it. I do think he's not at 100%, and maybe he just was able to do what he did because he's like, get the title off me because I'm going to be out longer.
Well,
that I can't believe.
And all I'm saying is, if that's how they book the match, close your shop up, there's no way you can ever run a legitimate show again, because that is the dumbest decision in the fucking world. So there had to be something else.
Well, listen, the way that match should have went was CM Punk starts the match off strong. Moxley hits him in the fucking leg, puts him in a fucking ankle lock, and he taps out because his foot's not 100% healed.
I agree with you. I agree. There's a million other ways that match could have went.
No, yeah, I get what you're saying.
That was not it, because like I said,
no, the fact that the fact that he was hurt and then got squashed afterwards, it made it look pointless. It was a waste of our time.
Because like I said, Moxley was pissed walking out of the arena. Then the promo he cut afterwards was like almost like Roman Reigns had talked shit to him beforehand.
Yeah, and he
came
pulled
out
a John
like,
Cena.
"No, motherfucker, you ain't nothing. I'm wrestling." And I'm like, I'm watching it going, dude, you're wrestling. You do know Will Ospreay's on this show tonight. You do know Kenny Omega's back. You do know, even though you don't like him, and I'm not a big fan of him, you do know Bryan Danielson is still here. Claudio showed up.
Yeah.
Like, you are not wrestling, my man.
And I'm surprised he didn't bleed in that match. But I understand what you're saying. He's a niche. You know, he has that he has the hardcore style, the physical style. That's not pure wrestling.
He's Bruiser Brody.
Yeah.
Bruiser Brody was good.
But he ain't no Bret Hart.
Who would you rather watch? Bruiser Brody? If you're a wrestling fan, would you rather watch Bruiser Brody or Bret the Hitman Hart?
Bret Hart.
Like, that's the thing. AEW is supposed to be where you go for the wrestling fan.
Yeah.
But then they bring in people who do the other shit that's not wrestling, and you don't highlight any of your wrestlers.
Yeah, especially the Death Triangle versus Will Ospreay's team. I forgot the fucking name.
Yeah, European Power or some shit.
Yeah, that match was fucking dope. You know what I'm saying? Like, to see the here's the thing. When you get people that can fly, like Ospreay, Ray Phoenix, Pac, Pentagon, let them do their thing. To me, it seemed like when the WWE hired Apollo Crews, that was the biggest waste of time for them to hire him, because you hired him because he's a huge jack dude that can do phenomenal shit in the ring, and you don't let him do any of the phenomenal shit that he can do.
So, Triple H hired Apollo Crews for what you just said. Vince McMahon does not like when the bigger dudes do cruiserweight shit. He doesn't like it because he doesn't think it's believable, and he doesn't think it's effective. Because think about it, and I don't agree with it, but in a way, it kind of makes sense. Because if you come out and you look physically stronger than the other guy, why are you wasting your time backflipping on him when you should be picking him up and slamming him to the ground? So in a weird way, I could see why Vince would do that. But as a fan and a consumer of the product, let the man do what he does.
Yeah.
That's what, because Lord knows, and we can get into that when we talk about NXT, his promo with Grayson Waller, it was better than I've seen him, but he's got that John Morrison effect.
Yeah.
Where he can wrestle, but on the mic, you're like, eh.
Well, because most of the time, your personality and your character doesn't mesh well when it comes to talking. Like, look at Roman Reigns. Until they said, all right, show your personality and be you, he was having hard times on that mic. He was the Big Boss Man theme song on that mic. He was serving hard times.
Yeah, but that's because they gave him shit to say.
No, it's true. But I say this a lot. Not everybody needs to talk. Not everybody needs a promo.
True.
And also, you can accomplish the same thing with like a vignette or record something in the back. I honestly believe that the 80s style of interviews, where it was, let's cut to the back, and the Macho Man is doing all that crazy shit, was the best thing that they've ever done. Yeah. Because it's not live. And then if it, like, you get to see the best part of it. Because remember, this is a show, right? So why wouldn't you take the safest route for putting on the best show? So if this guy doesn't talk, do a bunch of takes. This is the best one. Coach him, like, get some motivation behind it. Not just go out there and be like, say these exact words. You have 5 seconds. Go. Oh, shit. I don't remember the 13 pages you gave me.
Yeah, but
Savio Vega, in your house.
You know what the problem is? They tried so hard.
What's up, Gigi?
It's up, Gigi. They tried so hard to make sure
Hassan,
that they don't have 15 generic wrestler guys. Like, and I'm a fan of Roderick Strong, but Roderick Strong's character is white dude who wrestles well.
But here's the difference.
My point being is, back in the day, Macho Man was distinctly different.
He did that on purpose. Yeah.
Hogan was different. Jake the Snake was different. Everybody had a different fucking character. Today, everybody's just, Drew McIntyre is just a Scottish Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns is just a everybody is just a generic person who does shit, and then they want him to speak.
No, it's true. All right, Gigi. Yeah, you got specific. I'm gonna be home at 10:10 and 20 seconds. 10:10 wins. No, but it's true though. But also think about WCW. Malenko and Benoit don't speak, but they're technically fucking awesome. Bret Hart was technically fucking awesome. Well, some people put him in the ring, and like, if you put Roderick Strong in the ring, and he told the story, awesome. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You told, like, this is where you would have the other guy puts it in and let him sell it.
But now let's see if Triple H can bring some of that, because that's what made NXT Black and Gold good. Is they weren't worried about what the fuck was being said from time to time. They just let you fucking go out there and wrestle.
Yeah, AEW.
Not everything's a miss. I think the trios tournament is actually pretty good.
What's going on, Harold?
If it culminates in the best friends winning, I think that's going to be awesome with Orange Cassidy and Trent Beretta and Chuck, whatever his name is.
Yeah, Chuck Taylor.
I think that could be good. What they're doing with Ricky Starks and I never liked Ricky Starks, but now all of a sudden, since he's lost the FTW title, my man, you want to talk about promo work?
Yeah.
My man was on fire yesterday with his promo against Hobbs.
No, it was almost like that was real.
Yeah. But speaking of which, I don't know if you want to get into an hour later, but there was actually a thing after AEW where Omega and fucking Ospreay went at it on the mic.
Okay. Yesterday?
Yeah. Right as soon as it went off the air, Kenny Omega.
A mandatory meeting.
Was
shit.
So
all right, we're gonna have to hear about that.
A little bit about that. You want to do that first, or the Omega?
Talk about the Omega stuff. Because if Gigi's gonna be home in in like 20 minutes, we could talk about that when she gets on again.
So right after AEW went out, the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega came out, and Kenny Omega was like, "Yo," he's like, "These guys are new here. They don't know what the deal is yet. So let me do it." And he thanked the crowd for being there, and kind of like talk shit to Will Ospreay and his boys, because he's like, "Yo, we brought you here. This is the shit you got to do now. You can't just do what you do in Japan. It's just wrestle and go home." And Ospreay's like, "Yo, bruv, come on, bruv. I did everything you did, but faster and better." And Kenny Omega was like, "What do you mean you did everything I did? You lost to Okada? I lost to Okada too. Who gives a shit?" He's like, "The difference is nobody in this arena knows you. But when I fought Okada, they called that one of the best of all times. And I did it over there." And like it got personal to the fact where they had to hold, like the Young Bucks and Cyrus were like, "Yo," I forget what Cyrus's real name is, Don Callis.
Yeah.
They literally like tried to grab the mic away from Omega and was like, "Yo, what the fuck are you doing?" And Omega was like, all right, no, fuck this, and grabbed the mic again and went at him and was like, "Yo, you ain't shit. The only reason you have something is because I paved the way for you to fucking do some shit. And now I brought you here, motherfucker." And it got to the point where I think Will Ospreay was really mad, and Omega had to fucking at the end grab the mic. Was like, "Yo, we just had a spat, but no heat, no heat." He literally was saying that as he was backing out. And then at the end, my favorite thing, he was like, "Oh, because he doesn't have a catchphrase yet, I guess I got to do it." And then he did his whole good night and fucking hit the trigger like he always does.
Oh shit! And wait, that was on YouTube?
Yeah. You
okay.
can find that video on YouTube on the AEW channel.
Okay, all right. Yo, real quick, thanks for the follow, Lord Franklin on Twitch. Appreciate you. And Dream was saying that Death Triangle should have won the first Trios champion, not the EV. Yo, I've been saying this for months now. The minute that they said that they were gonna do a tournament, I said it. Death Triangle was my pick to win, but someone else should have won. And at the end of it, Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks come out on some, we are the challengers.
I honestly think they're setting it up for the best friends to win. Because I think Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks and Will Ospreay's group, they're going to cannibalize each other. So that by the time you get to by the time you get to the pay-per-view,
what's going on,
you
Tino?
have it set up for the best friends. Because as much as we would like for this title to be legitimized, I have not seen a Trios championship that is like 100% legit. I mean, Pac's got a title around his waist now that means absolutely nothing.
I mean, no, that is the championship of Dark. Because I only heard of him defending that title on Dark.
Yo, I've been a fan of AEW from the inception.
Yeah, me too.
It's been documented. We went to Comic-Con, saw their first thing. We went to their first show. I'm a fan. I don't know what the fuck that title is called. I legit don't know what that title is called that he has.
The international title? No.
No, it's not an intercontinental. It's not an international. Is it like it could be like an Atlantic? I think Atlantic something.
I think that inaugural All Atlantic Championship.
Yeah. So does that mean he doesn't defend it in the Pacific Ocean? Like,
No,
only on the Atlantic side.
the Mediterranean. No,
Oh,
the Red Sea. No, can't do it in Egypt with the Nile. None of that. Boxhead.
we had a question.
With
From, Walter.
Walter. Do you think Steven Regal should be head of creative and writer of AEW instead of being part of the Blackpool? He has a lot of experience with WWE. You know, I don't know about head, but there should be more than one person writing, because the last thing I heard was Khan was in control of everything.
Yeah.
There needs to be, like, the WWE had people doing stuff, and then the NOBO was Vince, and there's no difference between him and Khan, but at least he had other people thinking shit up. Because if it was just Vince doing it, we would have had Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns for the next 5 years, every fucking main event, and the girls would have been in bikinis already. You know what I'm saying?
What I think is he's got Jerry Lynn, as far as I remember. He's got Dean Malenko. He's got Dustin, who's in the back, who's still trying to wrestle, but he's at the tail end. He should let those guys, along with Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks, come up with a new way of getting their stories put out. And like you said, be the one quality control where, you know, if somebody goes too far, he can pull them back. And yeah, I agree. Kip Sabian coming back was awesome because he set it up.
I didn't see that part, but yeah, go ahead.
So what happened was, you know how they have Kip Sabian's
the
in
bag,
the box?
Yeah.
So he was sitting there, and
That's who Boxhead is.
Like,
okay.
Pac was like, "Yo, fuck
What's going
this."
on, Jeff?
He went into the crowd and confronted him, pulled the box off, and it was some dude who had his mouth taped inside the box. And then Kip Sabian came from behind him and just beat the shit out of him.
Okay, so what's the beef with him and Pac? Or is that just some?
I have no. That's something I guess that happened, like in like an overseas indie promotion shit.
Oh, okay. You know, listen, I'm not saying that it's not going to be a good match, but I'm getting it's a little frustrating that we're getting storylines that are being built off of shit that happens that we can never see. Like I'm pretty sure if we're gonna get a storyline between Claudio and Eddie Kingston, if Eddie Kingston doesn't get fired because of the shit he did to Sammy Guevara, but that's gonna be based off of shit that happened 27 years ago at an indie promotion where both of them made $15 to wrestle. Yeah. and then I never forgave him for it, and now we're gonna see the conclusion of the shit, and it's like, all right, so at what point do we start building storylines of what happened in AEW? You know, like it's cool where you have this history, but let the history be not the foundation of the story, but just an add-on to the story. Because when it's the foundation, it's like I have to take your word for this. I there's nothing I can't see it unless you have videotape of this shit happening. Like I can't see it.
Yeah, the thing is, with the problem with AEW is that it's so hard to build stuff that you have already when all your wrestlers have so much history that the fans know about.
Yeah.
So like Motor City Machine Guns were announced to come out to face FTW and Wardlow.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah.
I called it because I knew that they were boys with Sanjay Dutt.
I thought you had inside scoop because I was thinking, who the fuck was I? I thought it was the Briscoes because they had Ring of Honor. But you try to, what do you call it? Like, who would Jay Lethal have in AEW to go up against Wardlow and FTW? Nobody. But you say Motor City Machine Guns, and I know who that is. You know who that is. The people in the crowd know who that is. It's the problem with starting something new when you don't want to make new stars. When you don't want to make your own homegrown stars. You're relying on other shit.
But the thing is though, where you just said who can go against Wardlow. I understand this guy is green, but you have a fucking 7'4" giant with Jay Lethal. Now, on paper, the names Motor City Machine Guns are dope, and to see them with FTR in the ring, that's a match because we all seen them in Impact before Impact went to shit. You know, like they can go. Everyone knows they can go. But if you're gonna have Wardlow and a 7-foot fucking tall giant, why not have Wardlow take down the giant? The giant don't need it. Like they had the giant Gonzalez wrestling at WrestleMania with the Undertaker. Wardlow can do something to him.
True. Now, I'm not disagreeing with what you're saying.
Yeah.
But I will say, one, who's the third man? 2, I think this might lead to Motor City Machine Guns versus FTR for one of the fucking championships they have. Which is, again, another problem that I see for AEW is when you allow...
No, Rick, all I saw was this. Go ahead, keep going. You could.
When you allow your wrestlers to interact with other promotions, you now have to take them out of your storylines and do storylines for other promotions.
Yeah.
It's almost like FTR is the best tag team in the world, but we can't have them here because we need our tag team shit to do something.
And the crazy shit is FTR is taking precedence over the tag team champions.
Yeah.
Like, did you see that? Did you see that lame ass excuse to have the Acclaim versus Swerve in Our Glory?
I saw the lame ass excuse that Swerve and Keith Lee had, but then I saw the Acclaim and Cass be like, "Yo, fuck you and your and your pity for us."
With him winning his tag team,
best team.
yeah.
Yo, but the more I see of Anthony Bowen, the more I agree with him. They're starting to be like my New Day, like where I'm like, you know what? I'm with these guys, man.
He just don't expect him to go scissor me, daddy ass. Don't expect him to do that, but he will write some bars on you. Cap over here got bars, but that is the biggest problem I see with AEW. Not the lack of storyline, the fact that a lot of their originals and a lot of their titles take second place to the names. So I can only call him cowboy shit for some reason.
Adam Page?
Yes, Adam Page becomes the WWE champion, the AEW champion. And what happened? Nothing. And then Adam Cole comes out and he gets a title shot almost immediately. And it's all about Adam Cole. Granted, maybe Hangman Page can't hang with him on the mic, but you can still shed a light where both of these guys come out on top. Yeah. It showed either there's favoritism there for the Elite and the Undisputed Era, or it's this guy ain't good enough to be the champion and we expose that. You cannot expose your own people to be not good enough.
I'm going to say that that they exposed that he wasn't good enough to be champ for the simple fact that Hangman Page essentially did nothing, fought no one. Yeah, you want to read this out?
Yo, if John Cena shows up to All Out to face Moxley for the AEW title, I am turning off the TV and I'm no longer watching AEW. And that's not because I don't like John Cena. That is because now we got Vince McMahon running AEW. I'm sorry. I cannot accept it. I wouldn't accept it from the other place. I'm not accepting it from them. I'm sorry. I don't give a shit.
Yo, I'm gonna. If anybody watches the comic book podcast that's watching us now, you know the last 2 weeks I'm becoming the king of bold fucking statements. But AEW started out, we're not gonna sign every ex-WWE guy.
Yes.
Miro. Fucking Moxley. I was gonna call him Fresh and Fit. Swerve
in your glory.
And Glory. Fucking Claudio. Daniel Bryan. But all these CM Punk. All these motherfuckers come in and get shit to do. And again, Ricky Starks killing it. That's taking a backseat. Wardlow. Where the fuck did that title go?
Yeah, the TNT title went to shit.
Yeah.
When Cody left, that title went to shit.
There's the thing is, so what I was saying with Hangman is,
yeah,
they exposed that he
I got you, Price.
isn't the man because they don't fucking build their own stars. But look what happened. Moxley wins, and all of a sudden, Brody King won the Battle Royal and had an awesome match with Moxley. The dude came over to Japan. That other random dude who won a fucking thing in some other place, nobody in bumfuck whatever, came in and had a match. And instantly, Moxley turned the interim championship into, no, this is the fucking championship.
Yeah.
And regardless of what you want to do with
Punk,
with the situation with Punk, Moxley in 3 defenses re-elevated the title when Adam Page is your fucking homegrown.
Yeah, Adam Page.
He elevated. Look at the first couple of champions. Chris Jericho, ex-WWE guy. I understand he's the name, so you needed to put it on him so everybody turns in.
Yeah, Jericho, ex-WWE guy, but he's more of a world wrestler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Moxley comes in, and he's your ex-WWE guy. And he got it because finally Moxley won the fucking big one, and it's legit. Then Kenny Omega makes a whole lot of sense to win your championship. He's the best in the world.
Yes.
But he's your fucking vice president. Yeah, like he's your EVP.
Yeah.
Then it goes to Hangman, your first legit homegrown, and nothing.
The Hangman should have been the one that could have did the international shit like Moxley did recently.
And then Punk gets
Kofi,
and everybody's starting to pick up steam again because it's CM Punk. It's the ex-WWE guy who finally blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And then we say Moxley comes in, and Moxley, within 3 matches, brings that title back up to where it has to be. These guys have to find their own people. Because if we look at all the champions, Moxley, ex-WWE, the tag champs, ex-WWE.
We got you, Jeremy.
Neville or Pac, ex-WWE. Wardlow's the only one
who's homegrown.
Who's homegrown. Jade Cargill is homegrown. Thunder Rosa is homegrown, but Thunder Rosa had to pull out due to injury.
Apparently, she has issues with disc in her back that she's been dealing with, so that's why she got out.
So now there's another interim championship situation, and if it goes the way I think it's going, and Tony Storm wins, that's another ex-WWE person.
Yeah.
And all this, who's been your homegrown? Scorpio Sky got
deleted. He got deleted.
Yeah. Sammy Guevara.
Deleted.
Okay. Like, where's Darby Allin has been
deleted.
Sting, I love Sting. You know this. Sting is my boy.
He held him down.
Looks like he's now he's an albatross around the neck of Darby Allin.
Yeah.
What the fuck is Darby Allin doing?
That's lazy. That's lazy booking. Real quick, the Gun Club, aka the Ass Boys, do look like they would benefit in NXT. They look like they belong in NXT. I don't know if that's the characters and all that other shit, but I think when they find their way in AEW, they're gonna pop off. Just right now, they seem very awkward.
You know what it is? They have to find a way to legit go out on their own away from Billy Gunn.
Yeah, stop being the Ass Boys. Either fully adopt it or get yourself away from it. Where's Adam Cole? Isn't Adam Cole hurt?
Yeah, Adam Cole's on the injured list.
Yeah, because he hurt himself on in Forbidden Door.
Yeah, everybody is getting hurt all of a sudden.
Yeah,
you know what it is? That it's a result of we got to put on these high performance fucking matches when it's not. I'm not gonna say it's never necessary, but it's like, yo, we know you can wrestle. You don't have to show us.
Yeah, sometimes the basics work.
Yeah, it's my problem with Cody Rhodes. I know you have a different problem with Cody. But my problem with Cody is you're not Jesus, bro. You don't have to kill yourself
Yeah.
to get over. Because if you
No,
could
yeah.
fucking wrestle, we would still like you. Like you don't have to set
Yeah,
yourself on fire. And
you go over the top. Like you don't need to be fucking wrestling Gilbert and going through 87 tables and shit. All right, what about Hulk Hogan? If Hulk Hogan came to AEW, I wouldn't be as mad because Hulk Hogan isn't the WWE anymore. He's WWE, WCW. He's a legend. He's been in TNA. He's been in every other company now. So if he came in, it's like, yo, you're just doing it to sell tickets. John Cena, I would have to believe that he negotiated. I want the same WWE treatment, and I'm sorry, there is no reality where I'm going to believe John Cena is going to another company and he's going to out wrestle any one of them and win the fucking title. I'm sorry, that's not believable to me. That's bullshit, and I can't accept it.
Yeah, for me to answer that question, I got on board with AEW.
What up, Matt?
Because I thought
Matt's in the building.
What's up, awesome? I thought AEW was gonna be the place where you can go and watch actual wrestlers actually wrestle.
Yeah.
Toe can tell you, I've been a wrestling fan since jump, but I've always been WCW, ECW, New Japan. I've always been everything outside of the WWE.
No, it's true.
I watched the WWE, but I've been outside, and I thought AEW was going to be outside of that. But like we've established, that for some reason they're not making their own fucking stars.
They changed the rest.
Sonny Kiss showed up as a heel with Arya Daivari, and I was like, when the fuck did this happen?
Yeah.
And maybe I should start watching Dark a little bit more. But they're not promoting it. They're not pushing it.
It seems like Dark doesn't matter.
Yeah.
When if like in the beginning when Dark first came, they showed the records for everybody while they were on Dark, and it seemed like when you wrestle on Dark, it goes towards the whole thing. Dark is another show, so if you're undefeated on Dark, you go there. But now it seems like Dark is the developmental, and if you win on Dark, woohoo! You just got it in the YouTube channel, you know.
But before we get to this question, I just want to point out for people who don't know me, I go by Cap, but I always put a different thing in the name.
Yeah.
Ever since I found I can change it up, I just put something different and random.
I got you.
Just because I do that.
All right. We're backed up in the comments, so if it takes us a little while to answer your question, we got you. But yeah, the storyline, everything looks the same. Everything looks the same in AEW. It's like you just said when Christian got beat in MJF and all that. To me, they're all saying the same shit, just different names are coming out of their mouth. But it doesn't seem weird to me. And like I said, man, someone else needs to be in that room thinking shit up. At the very least, he should go, all right, what's the plan for this? I want Moxley to be the champion. Moxley and Punk, how do you guys see yourself doing the storyline? Okay, I like your ideas. Let's tweak it this way. Because some of the best shit they did was when the Young Bucks and Cody was also in the room talking about the storylines.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, when there's other people in the room talking back to you, that's where the ideas start flowing. You can't have barbed wire everywhere, a Shark Tank on a pole match, and have the Elite in a Shark Tank where all of them can fit through the bars. Now it's no longer. Yeah, like yo, I don't understand. What was the purpose of that?
What the fuck was the point of that?
Yeah,
where she couldn't get the key. Well, fuck it, we'll just walk out of the goddamn.
Yeah, that was a cartoon shit. Well, the key don't work. Just open up the door. There was a lot.
God forbid somebody would have been overzealous and fell through the bars when it was suspended.
Right? Yo, Kofi says that he doesn't think that I honestly don't think Kenny is better than Bryan Danielson. My opinion, I prefer the style of Kenny Omega, but it's a toss-up with who you think is better technically.
You know, it's not. I would have, before we went to the Grand Slam in Arthur Ashe Stadium last year, I would have been 100% Kenny Omega is the fucking better wrestler, because I don't believe Bryan Danielson or Daniel Bryan or whatever you want to call him. I don't think he could have put on the match with Okada or Tanahashi or Naito in New Japan like Kenny did.
True.
I don't think he can. But then after seeing that match, they blend so well together that I could see an argument now. And plus his match with Daniel Garcia, that's the match I thought Punk was going to have with MJF. Because Bryan Danielson, let me say it correctly, Bryan Danielson made Garcia a star in that match. I think he still won it, but he elevated Garcia in that match.
I think he showcased Garcia's talent the best. Because Garcia, when he first came, I felt like his talent was elevated. He was just being held down by the Nasty Boys.
But that's a star-making turn, is what I'm saying.
No, no, it's true. That's the pivot point.
Yeah, but Bryan is able to do shit like that. Where I thought Punk was gonna do that for MJF, and MJF was gonna hit the fucking stratosphere.
Matt, when we call them homegrowns, it's because we know them off of AEW. You know what I'm saying? Like homegrown fade, like Derek Jeter was a baseball player before he was on the Yankees. But he's a homegrown Yankee talent because he didn't come from another team. He was like Wardlow. We know him in the beginning of AEW. He is an AEW original, homegrown.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what we're talking about. We're not saying that, his first match ever was on AEW and he never did nothing anywhere else. We know that's not the case.
We're like, I saw it earlier, you brought up Punk and Danielson and Claudio were in Ring of Honor. Yes, they were in Ring of Honor. But they didn't hit the stratosphere until they hit WWE. And now you come to AEW with Punk and Bryanson, Claudio maybe. You can make that argument. But Danielson and Punk, they are not coming in as Ring of Honor guys. They're coming in as the veterans from the WWE. Let's not make any fucking bones about that shit.
Yeah.
Keith Lee is not coming in and Swerve. They're coming in as the WWE guys.
And Jericho, like Cap said already, the WWE guy, but he traveled the world, ECW, WCW, New Japan, Mexico, Canada. He was all over the world before he went to WWE, but they make their bones. They make their name worldwide in the WWE. Like they you know, because you know the reach that the WWE has is far greater than any other company. You know, like someone makes their name, like Will Ospreay, he makes his name in New Japan. But if he went to WWE and did what Bryan Danielson did, he'll be a bigger name.
Matter of fact, Will Ospreay's a great call right here because as of right now, Will Ospreay is a New Japan guy. But if Will Ospreay was on the roster from day one, he'd have been an AEW guy. He'd have been one of the guys I'm like, yo, well, he's a homegrown that you could have did whatever. Because Hangman Page was in New Japan with the Bullet Club and what do you call it, Omega and all them, and they're homegrown guys.
Christopher Run. Subtone K-Fab, I'm new here, guys, and yes, so this is my stripper name. But anyways, I hear another report. Thunder Rose was not hurt, and she's taking a break because she had a fight with Britt Baker and Jamie Hayter. That's why she dropped the belt. Which, if that's the case, then there shouldn't be an interim title.
Yeah. But see, this is what I'm saying, that they're mismanaging shit. Because if you're gonna have that big of a problem with two people in the back and Tony Khan can't squash that, have Thunder Rosa drop the belt to Tony Storm then. Don't have her deal with Britt Baker. She drops the belt to Storm legitly. Storm gets the rub from Thunder Rosa, finally wins she was UK champ, but she finally gets a world title, and then she goes on to fight fucking Britt Baker, and Thunder Rosa can go off in the background and do some shit. That's a way better plan than fake an injury because two people in the back can't get a fucking long.
Yeah.
Like, what do you?
I'm sorry. I just got to say this because I would say this to anybody. Grow the fuck up. You have a problem with someone in the back, you're going to drop the title? You're gonna take a leave of absence because you got into an altercation with other wrestlers. You're supposed to be a mom. If that's the case, you're supposed to be a mom. She's supposed to be a doctor. You're grown women. You're intelligent. Grow the fuck up. Handle your beef or stay the fuck away from each other. It's not like she was wrestling Britt Baker every fucking Wednesday.
Yeah.
They haven't had a match since she won the title. Kingston's suspended due to having a fist fight with Sammy. I heard that he almost slapped him, or he did slap him, but it was it was real in the back. Sammy was getting at his physique or some shit. I don't know.
Yo, but see now, this is what I was gonna say, and all this is leading up to it. Right now, what I think everybody's having a problem with AEW
you broke
is that. What I think everybody's having a problem with AEW is that Tony Khan is a wrestling fan, and AEW looks like it's being run by a wrestling fan.
Yeah.
We don't need wrestling fans to run shows. We need actual people who know the business to get in there and run the shit properly. Like I said, you have Jerry Lynn, you have Dustin, you have Dean Malenko, you have Taz, you have William Regal, you have, to a certain extent, Tony Schiavone and JR. You have people who've been around the business long enough.
You have Serena Deeb.
Yeah, you have Serena Deeb on the women's side. You can pretty much get anybody you want from the indies to come in. And as much as you may like him or not, you have Don Callis. You have people that you can put in charge to make sure your product is being run efficiently and being separated from what we're seeing in other companies.
Yeah. No, but you know something. He goes, yes, they are former workers, but they are still fans of it. Yeah, but yo, I've said this on the Turnbuckle Taverns podcast. I said it on this podcast plenty of times. I'm gonna say it again. Tony Khan seems like he is playing with his action figures, and we're watching it live.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree with that.
Because if you notice, like in the beginning, when you only have these sets, and it's like, oh, these are new. Everyone's new, so I'm gonna do something with everything. And then they get old, and now you got the new guys. Like, oh shit, Adam Cole's is a target. I'm gonna get him, and he's gonna be my champion now. Moxie came, I got him in Toys R Us. Boom, and he's gonna beat Jericho. And oh shit, Omega's here, get him in there. You know what I'm saying? I got Keith Lee. Fuck it, let's go do with Keith Lee. And then everybody's like, yeah, but what happened to the original toys you got? Your parents look at you like, but what about these toys? These toys ain't good. No, but they're old. They're old. Ain't nobody want to play with them no more. That's what I'm getting. That's the feeling I'm getting.
Vince McMahon, for 1 second, I'm going to separate the personal shit.
He's playing real life 2K.
I'm going to separate the personal shit from Vince McMahon for a second. When Vince McMahon went, I'm going to cut all these wrestlers. Karrion Kross, Swerve, all these guys. He set the trap. And Tony Khan he fell into it.
Yeah, he did.
Tony Khan was like, yo, let me swipe these guys up. And now what the fuck are you going to do with them?
He does.
What up, Gigi?
What's up, Gigi?
Hi, guys. Wait, do I sound normal? Do I sound like a robot? I need the feedback now.
No, you sound good.
We're good.
You sound good. Yeah, you sound. Yep.
I want to make sure I'm moving good too, just in case,
moving, grooving. We even hear the engine.
Stream.
I don't know.
We even hear the engine in it.
I'm gonna have to turn off my mic a couple times because there we go. There we go.
I drove down her block. I know why they do that shit now. I know why they do.
That's an actual car?
Yes. The block is about that thin, and everyone wants to double park. So I know why they do that shit.
Yep. Yeah. This is why, and it's just, and there's no no bump on the road for hey, no, that's more down the block, if anything.
Yes.
So
Matt, I did not meet Willow. Like I met Brooke Valentine because she was talking to you, Gigi, right? And then I got to meet your trainer, Steve Pena. We actually spoke about you, Matt, during after the show. Yeah.
Dream, I got my shirt waiting for the right time to rock it. My guy! Yes! East Coast, West Coast, we going for the win, baby. I'm glad. I'm glad that everything's working out right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I did, by the way, step into the building at 10:10, just to let you know. All right, it's just
all good things,
took me an
Matt.
extra 15 minutes. All good things.
All good things.
I love it. Oh, I'm so glad to hear that you love it, Dream. Oh man, what he said. I'm scared. All good things. All good things.
He was like, he's like,
dope as fuck.
He was like, yo, I was like, yo, Matt Awesome. I went to high school and we go, word, I trained Matt. I was like, word. He's like, yeah. So it was, all good shit. Don't worry about it. He didn't tell me those embarrassing stories that you don't want to know about. But if you want to see it, join the Patreon now.
Oh shit, that's dope. Very excited. It was a very amazing night. I was definitely listening to what you guys were saying. There's a lot of things that was in the chat, and I'm just like, there's a lot of AEW stuff that we just it gotta pour. That's how it sounds like it's gonna be. We're going for the win and just straight from the bottom.
That's it. No, but
oh my god, beautiful. I'm still being a lady. I gotta drink out of a cup.
Nah, yeah, Matt, that would have been awesome if he was there, man. Definitely.
It was good. We even talked to Pete Rosado for a few. Homeboy was supposed to leave the event a lot earlier than what he said he was gonna leave. But it was good shooting this shit with him. And it was great because he was like, yeah, he's wrestling for my promotion today. And I'm gonna go there soon, and And I was like, "Oh, cool."
2 hours later, he's still there.
It's just an hour later, and so I was like, "Yo, ain't that Pete? Didn't he say he was gonna leave like at 3 something? No, he ain't still leave. He left. He was supposed to leave before the kickoff. The kickoff was done. Bell rang at 3. He was supposed to leave at 2:40 something.
He was at the intermission.
4 o'clock came. 4 o'clock came. He was still there. I was like, what the fuck? But it was definitely one in the books. I would definitely say. Damn. Yeah, no, Matt, we heard that you lost that match. It's all right. Listen, you win some, you lose some. At the end of the day, though, you still got your pride and your. That's it.
And the chancleta.
And the oversized chancleta.
Word.
I don't know, man. That somebody didn't bless that with the holy water.
But yo, Matt, if it makes you feel any better, Gigi's daughter was beating the shit out of me with her chancleta the whole fucking night.
I'm still editing some video clips. I didn't realize how many videos I actually took, and I was like, oh shit. I took a lot. I took like a minute here, 2 minutes here, a minute here, 2 minutes. I was like, yo, I took a lot more than what I initially thought. Yeah. But Matt, I gotta send you the clips. And I'm gonna put together something. Maybe I can talk to Dave. What's up, Henny? What's good, baby? Yeah, man, I gotta put these clips together and everything like that. Henny Wrestling was definitely part of Jobber Slam too. He also sponsored one hell of a match as well. It was just great vibes. Yeah. You know, Cap, K-Fab, I wish you were there. He's not Cap today. He's K-Fab.
Like I explained earlier, what I write in there is just random fun shit.
Chilling, honey. Yo, Matt. He said that Matt felt
today.
like his match. Matt, remember, bro. If we not winning, we learning. So if the match didn't go the way you wanted to, just learn from it, man. You know how that shit goes, bro. You know how that shit goes. You keep your fucking head up because you're doing shit that a bunch of us wish we can do, and you're fucking doing it. So don't give me this bullshit that the match suck. You sit there and you learn from the fucking shit, because if you're not WWE champion by the end of 2025, I'm fucking someone up. And that's my inspirational quote for the week. Uh-oh. Gigi's frozen now. Fucking Steve came in. Which one of y'all motherfuckers brought Steve here? Gigi's frozen. But I thought you was frozen too. I was about to be everybody's frozen. Run! Everyone's fucking frozen.
I'm just letting you rant.
No, yeah, I got to. I'm gonna let her unfreeze on the side so that way she's not stuck there all day. But yeah. Oh, here she goes. One of these motherfuckers bring Steve in here. You was good. You was good until they started coming in.
That was great. I started hearing your voice go, I was like, oh, damn, they got me. They got me. It was a power. There's an outage. There's an outage with Optimum in Brooklyn where I was at. I didn't think it was going to follow me, but it definitely followed me. What's good, pro wrestling? We see you, Dave. Okay. Yeah, man, Guerrero style. Hey,
I have a question for you guys. How was this? Being that I've never went to an indie wrestling event live, how did this event compare to going to like one of the tent poles live?
It was actually refreshing to see people that I wasn't familiar with do things, and then to buy into their gimmick. It was almost like more accepting to see someone do something. Like Show would be like, yo, that took a long time for him to throw him out of the turnbuckle. But then they went into a series like move after move after move after move after move after move. And Show's like, no wonder he took so long to tell him what to do. But to buy into those gimmicks and everything, it's just, it felt more engaging.
Absolutely.
You know, not for that. Yeah.
This was my second event that I went to. And to be honest with you, the second event was mini mentals. They're Smarties. Is it gonna make me smarter?
Yeah.
How did you like the event on Saturday?
I loved it.
You loved it? Hey, say hi. Yeah, that's right. Look at that face. Mm-hmm.
I had told the Junkleta when we went to the event.
Mm-hmm. She made me go running for my life in front of Willow Nightingale.
Oh, okay. That goes on the right side. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Just take the whole thing.
You embarrassed me in front of all the wrestlers.
Embarrassed him.
That
Then
was
she
my
tried to make us twerk.
attention. That was my attention.
That was your intentions.
Intentions.
Good job.
Well, you did it.
And then who told him to stay still? Brooke, right? Don't do that. Don't fuck with my shit. So, who told you to beat him up? Brooke Valentine?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I pushed you.
Yeah.
I'm stronger than you.
If Brooke Valentine wasn't hurt, I think she would have got Brooke Valentine to beat me up. Because I got threatened by Brooke Valentine also.
But you still drove us home and your butt was still sitting on it. And you said you wouldn't be able to get to sit anymore.
Oh,
so
that's because I have a donut that I'm sitting on because it's still sore. But
no,
I got my boy Big Cuzzo to protect me though at the end.
Close to the mic.
My man, that big guy that was helping me out at the end, Big Cuzzo, he flung someone.
Yeah,
in that battle, yo, my man.
That battle, he fucking threw the shit out of someone.
Yeah, he flung him like easy, light work. And my man has to be what, 6'6", 6'7"? He's a big dude because you know my height, and he was towering over me. You know, because I'm the tallest New York City podcaster. It's been proven. I am the tallest New York City podcaster in history. That's right.
Don't agree with that now. No, give me back my headphones. Go back to your YouTube. Back up. No, ma'am. Headphone. Mine. Thank you. Oh, you're so kind. Go ahead. Watch your YouTube.
I think
Mine has her own teddy bear.
Yeah,
Nice.
No, go. Just go.
Give me my teddy bear.
I'm about to fling the teddy bear over the top rope too.
No, I think she hit you so hard that you got brain damage now.
I think so. She kept hitting me in my brain damage. The 5-point match, was that the one that Mike Colossus won? No, Colossus Mike won?
The 5 points match.
No, that was the battle weight.
That was no, yeah. But the 5 points match was with Steve Benny. It was the first match of the night.
Oh, okay.
I mean, that was first match of the afternoon, I should say. But yeah,
that was a
because he's the 5 points champion.
Yeah. I kind of like Thick and Juicy. I kind of like that match. Lion.
That wasn't thick and juicy. That was just thick.
That was thick and
the juicy part was sideline. All right.
Yeah. That was thick and Gia. My bad.
But yeah, thick and Gia Scott definitely did her thing, and man, it was such an exciting match between ringleader Midas and Blazing Lion. There was so much. Also, big shout out to Ham Wrestler, who I'm now following. Ham Wrestler is this wrestler who has a luchadora mask that is a pig. And the fact that he gave Riley his pink cape, because he's the superhero. You know what they say, when pigs fly, he gonna fly. All right. You know what your old school saying? Yeah, sure. When pigs fly, we're gonna find a video of that guy. All right, and we're gonna watch him fly, and then we're gonna have a kid just go up to somebody like, "Hey, remember you told me that one time I can get this when pigs fly? Pigs are flying." You know?
Yeah. Matt asked who stood out to you on Saturday. There was a couple of people. The dude that came out to the Jagged Edge song, for some reason I forgot. I don't know the names. If you know me, I don't know him. He had the pink sweatpants with the bandana.
The Jagged Edge song.
Yeah.
Party song. It was a party song.
Yeah, where the party at? That one.
Yeah.
He stood out to me, just his appearance. He stood out to me. There was another dude that came out singing his own song, and when he did a arm lock on the other guy, he used his hand to sing into. That was dope. The fucking guy. I don't know his name. I follow him on Instagram. The one that flipped over the top rope. I showed the video earlier.
Oh, the big dude?
You did?
I have it on my Instagram. I don't have it on my Instagram. I saved it on Instagram. But I'm gonna look for it again because that dude
he flew. My man flew.
He has to be like 350 easy. 350 easy, man. There's no business plan.
I don't think he was 350. Maybe not 350. 350 is a lot, bro.
Look, that's him right there. Yo, that's a big dude. He's 6 something.
That's a big. He's the big.
Look at my man just Huang. I can't stop. And then you see us in the back here. Look at us. All of us went crazy. You see us in the back. We went crazy. We went crazy for that. That was pop of the night. That was the pop of the night, the pop of the event app. That was the holy shit moment of the event, because it was something that was unexpected, and we were like, oh, he's probably gonna go through the. Oh my god, he went through the top. All of us legit was like, oh shit. Oh my god. Yo, what the fuck? And that's it. It was the holy shit moment of the day. Yes.
And so amazing.
And the ref, this ref, I swear to God, doesn't know how to count to 3. But he comes out in the gray sweatpants battle royal, and he's like a fake ass Montel Jordan.
That's Nick.
He grabs the other guy. He grabs the other ref's ass, and then he flicks the dick of another ref, and he gets in the ring, and he's trying to grind on Savannah. And I know Savannah's name because she got some nice eyes, but she's a wrestler that won the fucking battle royal, and all of them pick his ass up and fling him over the top rope. I'm like, my man, what are you doing? You acting mad sus right now. What's going on, ref?
That would be referee Nick Shin. Nick Shin came out with the only R&B music, that 90s baby making love music, and tell you, that was the key sweat of the night. All right, the key sweat wearing sweatpants. All right, that's what he was doing, and the ladies went wild for him. Faith even tried to throw a dollar at him and everything like that. Said, he was trying to get too comfortable with Savannah, and my man just got thrown out.
Word. So it's big time, or whatever.
Big time, for that big guy that flew over the top.
Yes. Yeah.
Nice.
But she is a beast. But that was fucking crazy to see. because sometimes like I'm not really the type that's outgoing when I don't know people. But to see this shit, it made it so comfortable to start yelling at people. The dude with the shoulders that Dirty Heels sponsored. Yo, the funny thing is the Dirty Heels sponsored this guy. And at the end of the match, he goes to kick a little girl. And then we find out that was Kofi's daughter. He's going to kick the daughter of the guy that sponsored him.
I was weak. I was weak. And I was like, yo, you get mad. He's fucking about to hit children. And I was like, yo, shit, that's Kofi's kids. Maybe that's Kofi probably said, yo, scare my kids real quick. Oh, shit. That shit had me in tears.
Yo, Matt,
man.
You know me, player. If you was in there, I'd have went crazy.
My man, I was losing my shit on the regular for certain big pops and everything like that. Like, yeah. There's no doubt about it that at some point towards like maybe the second half of the show, you definitely just kept hearing my voice just laughing and screaming like, yeah, that's how we do. Get him, get him. And I'm like looking at different videos and I can hear myself and I'm like, damn, my voice fucking travels. Oh my Lord.
Yo,
apparently I travel too because I got into one of the videos with Steve Pena. I was just getting myself a drink, and I was like, "Oh shit, Steve Pena."
He's eating a cupcake.
Thanks. So I was like, "Yeah, eating a cupcake." I'm like, "Damn, cupcakes looks good." He was like, "It's gonna be fucking great right now," and I was like, "That's dope." And then all of a sudden, I'm like looking over my shoulder, and whoever's coming out of the ring, I'm like, "Oh, so they're talking shit to you right now." And it's literally, you just see the camera on him just about to eat his cupcake. I was like, yo, he's talking mad shit. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Why are we getting the video?
It's funny because I'm looking, I'm like, oh shit, Gigi's talking to C Payne. And I was like, so is that guy? And he's just like.
he was about to go in. He didn't go in on the cupcake yet. He was like,
You see him turning his head like.
Good. I was ready to hold the cupcake for him just in case he had to go in and stuff like that. I don't know if he would have got the cupcake back, but I was ready to hold that cupcake for him.
And the crazy shit, all you see is a chocolate cupcake and a fucking red ass chest.
Oh my God.
His chest was, bro, it looked like a kendo stick beat his ass in the chest and they were just chopping each other.
His chest was fucking lit on fire. And that was the first. I was like, hey, what's up? Wow, your chest is red. Like, wow. He was like, yeah, it hurt a lot worse earlier. Now I'm just getting used to it. And I'm just like, you can get used to that? What? And like in my head, I'm like, what? Like, red. Yeah. Like, sheesh.
Yeah. People were getting Mia Yim to chop him. Like, they were like, yo, chop me. And in my head, I was like, my chest hurts from that first match. I don't need Mia Yim to chop me. I'm good. My chest hurts just for watching that shit.
That's the one thing I never understood is fans like going up to wrestlers like, yo, hit me. It's like, why? I don't get it, man. That's got to be some weird shit in the back of people's heads.
Yeah, it's like a fetish. I mean, yo, not for nothing. The Kick Demon.
It's funny. You said her name
Kai.
like 2 days ago.
Kai, like I know her. You know it is. I can say it, but when I'm trying to fucking think about it, I can't say a fucking name. The Kick Demon. What's her name, Gigi? Kai.
Janaya Kai.
Janaya Kai. There you
go. Is it Janaya?
Yes.
Janaya Kai.
See?
There's an eye somewhere. There's lots of eyes. Hold on, I'm hot.
Yeah, but yeah, Pro said it.
Sorry.
I wouldn't mind.
No, we know how to spell it, Pro. We just can't pronounce it. That's our fucking problem.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Yes, again, Penny, we know how to spell it. Pronunciation is the problem.
Okay, there you go.
Janai
Kai. Okay, there you go.
Janai Kai. Thank you. Thank you, Pro.
Yes. I just want to say, I think if I'm not mistaken, I think it's JANAI KAI.
JANAI.
You know something? Yeah, I think that's what it is. What's going on, Parker? Yo, Matt, your boy, the yellow superhero, funny as shit. He was outside the ring.
Superhero.
The guy with the cape and during that the one that
okay, the one that was wrestling with the cape the whole time.
Yes, I was like, yo, my man ain't gonna take that cape off, and they're like, nah, he don't do that. I'm like, what? Like, does he not watch Incredibles? No capes.
You ever seen Superman without a cape?
What?
No capes.
Boom, that's why.
No capes. Tell him to watch Incredibles, Matt. He's very dangerous out there with the cape. And what if he gets stuck to a nuke?
Even Superman at his time says somebody pulled down his damn cake and brought his ass down. Come on now. Shit.
For real. Is Jake the Snake still alive?
Yes, he's still alive. And let's not wish him death, please.
For real. Please.
And I know
we already almost lost one wrestler this year, and that's because he wanted to have one last match. And I think I'm okay without losing any more wrestlers for the rest of the year. Like I think I met my cap. I'm there. We're already there.
Yeah.
We don't need any more wrestlers to die.
Word.
He's wrestling this Sunday at Hog Wrestling.
Oh yeah. Cap said he met Jake the Snake last Comic-Con.
I met him a couple Comic-Cons before.
Yeah, I met him. I met RVD.
Same.
There was Jerry the King Lawler was there too, but he's always I met him once before. I didn't need to see him again.
Smart.
Word.
No, same. I met Jerry. I met JR. I remember meeting Jake the Snake Roberts when I was cosplaying as Batgirl, and I have a picture of me and him just throwing up the middle finger. He was great. He was like, let's take a nice family photo. Let's take a family photo. All right, Jake. Family photo. All right. Let's take one that's not so friendly. I was like, all right, Jake.
Word. I mean, it's Jake the Snake. You got to shit.
You got to.
He ain't no family friendly. My man got a fucking cobra to bite Macho Man.
I'm gonna buy a fake snake. I'm gonna be like, can you sign my rubber snake for me?
I bet you that wouldn't be the first time we've done it.
No, it wouldn't be. Probably not.
Yo, RVD, when I met him, he gave me a wrestling name. Victorious Vic.
Oh, shit, okay.
Okay. Log off and come back as Victorious Vic, please.
Right, yeah.
It's a wrestling podcast. We need your wrestling.
Yo, you guys will be happy to know that I said it was nice to meet Mia Yim and not it was meet to nice you. Because I was kind of fucking nervous taking that picture with her. And Laura Charles said it was nice to meet me. Laura Charles said it was nice to meet me. So fuck all y'all. You know what I'm saying? If you don't get that reference, grow up.
Your picture with Mia Yim. You were like...
You know what it was? I was trying to do the like, oh shit, it's Mia Yim, but she put up the deuces. So I was like, fuck. I put up, but my face never really changed from the shit because the dude took the picture while I was in mid character change. I was like, God damn it, motherfucker, give me 2 seconds.
Oh,
2 seconds.
Man. Can you sign my real snake for me? Can I pull out? You know what I'm gonna do, bro? Just to be an asshole, I'm gonna unzip my pants and pull out the snake. My snake is longer than yours.
Shit.
I'm fucking weak. Mia Yim is definitely dope as fuck. Man,
Thanks,
I wanted to ask her so many questions, but unfortunately, because of a major creepo, a major creepo was basically kind of like following me because he recognized me from a different show that I did in public access, which we're not going to mention here because I don't need you guys to start Googling this shit. But my man couldn't fucking read the room. And he's like, you have TikTok? You have it? And he's an older guy. I don't mind. Listen to me now, fans. All right. I don't mind you guys coming up to me saying, yo, you're GG for the win. Love your page. Cool podcast. Nice to meet you guys. Knucklehead's cool. Wrestling related, sure. Anything that I did prior to wrestling related, and I'm looking at you like, yeah, so I haven't done that show in over 13 years, yet you're still bringing it up. And then you bring up some of my friends that are still running certain shows, okay? And then you try to play them, not realizing that I'm still friends with them, and then I just kind of shut your shit down. All right, understand something. Don't come up to me with that shit. Don't.
The word.
Don't come up. If you can't read the fucking room, and I'm like, uh-huh.
Yeah,
okay.
And it was apparent. Yeah. She wasn't doing no side shit. It was like she had the look of, get the fuck away from me. We all seen the look of get the fuck away from me from a woman, and Gigi had that shit down pat.
Yo, I don't play. My face expressions will tell you how I honestly feel about you, okay? If I'm cool with you, I'm like, I'll look at you maybe sideways like, I don't like you. You know, like, for fun, for shits and gigs. But my real, please hold, but my real face would be like,
yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, so, I haven't done that show in like 13 years. You know that, right? Yeah, like I still talk to them, but no. And then I'm looking at Toe, mind you, this time I'm looking at Toe, and I'm just like, somebody call my name. Somebody else call. Somebody say, "Yo, G, come here." Somebody say something to me. And the only person that really kind of saved me, besides Toe being my witness, there is my child. Yeah. That's like, "Hey, mom," and I'm like, "Yes, child. What is it, golden child? I am at your mercy. Yes. Talk to me. What is it? You want a sandwich from the Bronx? I gotcha."
Word.
Anything to get me out of here. Talk to me.
My man was asking for her TikTok, and I'm like, what? Even I did the what? You're asking for a TikTok?
He was like, "Yo, you got
out of all the social media."
I'm like, yeah, but I don't mess with it. I don't understand it. So I'm just on Instagram and Twitter. Yeah. And that's about it. Oh, I follow you on Facebook. I'm like, yeah, I don't go on that. Like, I legit said, yeah, no, I don't go on that.
Yeah, it was bad. Like, she said English words, but in translation, every single word out of her mouth is "fuck off, get away from me." That's what she meant. Fuck off and get away from me, sir. Please.
That was essentially it. Like, so can you go back to your family and leave me alone? And then the craziest part is that I wasn't the only one he was asking TikToks for, because when I came back from talking to Mia Yim and everything like that, and having my pictures between, me, my daughter, and just having the autographs, and just having a good moment with Mia Yim, I was telling Toe, so somebody recognized me from another show that I did years ago. I don't do the show anymore. And it was just really weird. And then maybe about 2 minutes after that is when the guy shows up. And then the time when I was hanging out over there with Mia Yim, he was asking Mia Yim, "Is this your TikTok? What about this one?" She's like, the whole time, "I don't have TikTok. I don't have TikTok." Yeah, no, that's not me. That's a fake. Yeah, no, I don't have TikTok. And then he was like, "Okay, so I have Mia Yim 24 official. It says official." Yeah, that's not me. Yeah, that's it's a fake. Okay, what about Mia Yim TNA?
That's it.
TikTok.
You won.
And I just kept looking at her like, let me save her. Hey.
Yo, Henny.
And then she looked at me. I looked at her. I was like, "Hey, yo, Henny, if I show you the guy, you're gonna know who I'm talking about, bro. Yeah. You're gonna know who I'm talking about."
He was weird because when I first saw him, I was like, "This old nigga?" Like, literally, I was like, "My man, you gotta be in your 50s, 60s. What are you doing? Like, what are you doing talking to her, you hornball motherfucker?" But yo, Henny, when I took a picture with me and Yim at the end, there was a dude talking to her. I don't know what they were saying, but the handler was like, "This nigga's crazy, so give him a second." And I'm like, All right. And then I didn't even, like, I had my arm behind me. I didn't even put it around her. Like, I didn't touch her at all. I was like, listen, I'm not associated with any of these creepos that fucking spoke to you. I just want a picture and to say, it's nice to meet you. That's it. Please. I don't want to do the Sasha Banks where I got to stand on the other side of the borough to take a picture with you. Just, I'm not a threat. Mm-hmm. I like the way you wrestle. My brother's a fan. Thank you. Me tonight, you. But homeboy with Gigi was on some real shit. Like, my man was like, "You got an Amazon Prime?" My man Dave with the side comments. But no, for real, it was crazy. To be honest, it looked like people knew him. You know what I'm saying? Like, it looked like he wasn't like friends with people. It looked like he was like he's one of the regulars. You know what I'm saying? To me, at least, I don't know who he is. Maybe he's not, but he looked like he might have been a regular and been there for a while. You know, am I wrong in saying that, G? He looked like he was a regular, like he was in the VIP seat or the front seats.
Yeah, he would be a regular. Definitely. What a fool did anyone tell him? So, Matt, I don't know who he is. I don't know. I don't care to know. On top of that, if I try to go through my Facebook and see who my common friends am I, with and stuff like that with one other individual, I might be able to find him, screenshot it and send it to you. Absolutely. But I don't know. He was weird.
Yeah.
Penny, if you man, I can't even say it. I don't want to put him out there, but I don't fucking care. But it was some moreno dude with a bright blue, baby blue do-rag on. Like my man, who still wears do-rags at this point.
Where like, he would look like no holds barred.
Like, I found you on Facebook and begins to breathe even heavier. Word! Bro, that's exactly how it happened! And I was like...
And the weirdest part is when he started asking her about her friends, he's like, yeah, I don't like him with the beard. And in my head, I'm like, you really give a shit about this man's beard? Like, why are you trying to really say that you know these people? And Gigi was like, I like him with the beard.
Like, you know him. Yeah. Like, he's one of your peoples. I don't like him with his beard. And I'm like, well, I fucking do. And he's my friend, you piece of shit.
Yeah, she gave the attitude, like, if he would have been like, yo, he killed my cousin, Gigi would have been like, fuck your cousin. Yo, that's the vibe I was getting from Gigi. She was like, fuck your cousin anyway.
I just want to put it out there. Somewhere in this world, this dude's watching right now, crying into like a tub of ice cream. Like, I thought Gigi liked me.
Good. Stay the fuck away from him, please. And
I just got stay away from
me. I just found her. She's Gigi for the win 25, right?
Oh, official. That's you, right?
Oh shit! Oh man!
I quit. Yo, I'm fucking weak right now. Oh man!
You want to shout out your TikTok
for the Facebook? Fucking shit on one of my friends and his beard, and I'm like, I've been knowing this particular person with no facial hair, and he looked always weird to me in some sort of way because he was really tall, kind of skinny guy. So it didn't give me the full picture. Now, years and years on, all right, and I've been knowing this guy for over 10 years now. Okay, he has this immaculate beard and such a great one of those mustaches where you just twist it and it just curls at the end, like he's from the Mustache Mountain Bros. All right. And I am talking about NXT UK. Okay. For those who don't know, definitely look them up. All right. Mustache Mountains. He had that type of mustache that curls up. And I'll show you a picture of him too, Tony, in just a second. And I find it to be it looks really good on him. Like, you know what? That's what was missing. That whole facial look, that's what was missing from you. And I honestly, in my true opinion, I think he looks absolutely amazing with it. And the fact that he tried to shit on my boy about it, I just went ahead and did what I would do for my friends. I'm going to shut that shit down, and I'm going to make you feel this fucking big. Because you guys believe I came at him with the fuck you talking about? First and foremost, you've never known him to be like this, all right? I have. I've seen him before, and I've seen him after. His shit is immaculate, all right? His shit is popping, all right? I seen him without facial hair, and with the facial hair, he looks damn good with it. So I don't know what you're talking about, but I don't think he needs to shave his beard for anybody or anyone. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. No, I mean, it's all right. It's all right. Oh, you changed your you changed your opinion? Oh, it's all right now?
She killed his soul with that one.
Fuck out.
Yo, Matt. Matt goes, if I was there, don't know how I rose this high school, you've been saved. Gigi didn't need to be saved. I'll tell you that shit right now. Gigi did not need to be saved, bro.
I don't need no saving. I got this. Don't let this skinny bitch fool you, all right? I'm a slim, thick chick, all right? Slim at the top, thick at the bottom. And if I got to use my bottom to hurt somebody, so be it. But he might like that, so we can't do that. So I got the chair.
He was a safe distance away. You know what I'm saying? Like he was like 2 rows away plus behind the guardrail.
No,
so
that's what I'm saying. He was definitely a row and then the guardrail. That's the funniest thing. He was talking to me over the guardrail.
Yeah. Like right next to the ring over the guardrail. Yo, I got a glimpse. Gigi, I found a glimpse of him. I found a glimpse of him, Gigi. I just gotta pause this video at the right. Yeah, I gotta pause the video at the right time, and I missed it. But I got a glimpse. I'm gonna pause it. You want me to show? When I get it, I'm gonna show you, motherfucker.
So change the play speed.
Slow
the play speed down.
Hey, this is on Instagram.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like.
You're welcome for your 15 seconds of fame. He is from Brooklyn. You definitely don't need to. Facts. I reside in the Bronx, but this bitch was born and breeded in fucking Brooklyn. That's right. I was born and raised in Brooklyn, y'all. Just reside in the Bronx because rent is better. Right. Hell of a lot cheaper. Shit. Oh,
you heard it here. Bronx is better than Brooklyn.
Rent wise, yes. Unless you're a rich bitch, then you can live in Brooklyn all you want. But nah, I'm good. Oh man, I'm weak right now.
Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna try to get this shit. It was like the split second, but you get them. Got it.
You're gonna get him. I can't.
My man right here. My man right here. That's him.
Oh God. Oh shit. Hold on. Let me see.
I zoomed in too much.
Oh my heavens. Oh my heavens. We're gonna find this. We're gonna find this Battle Club Pro. Oh man. My
man right here.
Yo, I am fucking weak right now. The fact that you found a little glimpse of him has me fucking weak. Oh, yo,
because I remember Sir Wilkins doing this promo, and I'm like, he was on that side of the ring, so he had to be there somewhere. So I watched the whole thing, and it went to it was like, I got him, I got this motherfucker. Yo, he's wearing a bandana. He's doing the no holds barred Hulk Hogan. All we need is a bunch of kids around him in a fucking helicopter. That's it.
Yo, for real, that's so bad. Like I'm trying to like look to see if there's any more like photos and stuff. Like, I gotta send it to you, but that shit had me laughing. Oh man.
Yeah, man.
Don't come up.
I should.
Don't ever come up to me about some shit or some work that I did over 13 plus years ago. Like, you a fan? Cool. Don't be a fucking creep. Because the minute you decide to be a fucking creep, I'm going to show you why I was that fucking bitch. And I'm not the one to fuck with. And then you're going to have Toe trying to hold me back as I'm throwing a chair in there to start a fucking riot. Because that's what I learned from the Boondocks. You throw a chair, you start a riot.
Word.
Y'all know what I'm talking about? Search it up.
That's the difference between me and Toe. Toe will be trying to hold you back. I'd be like, well, fuck it. If you swinging it with this person, I'm going to hit somebody else. Fuck it.
He's going to hit the child on the side. I see you looking.
And you know what the thing is that the person he was with and everything like that, she was definitely, you know, on the autistic side and everything like that. And it was really sweet to see that. But him as an individual his approach was just wrong.
Yeah, it was creepy.
And I think it was creepy. And his approach shouldn't be that way. Like, don't approach me on a creepy fucking thing. Yo, this is your TikTok? You got TikTok? You got TikTok? Like, don't come at me like that. Don't come at me like he dead ass was like, I know you from somewhere. And I'm like, well, I'm one of the sponsors in the show. Nah. I know you from Facebook. Yeah, I have one of those too.
Gigi's awesome. Yep, I have Facebook. Yep, I'm the sponsor. Well, do you know me because I'm from New York? All right, yeah. Did you just see me at the bodega getting sandwiches?
I'm a girl.
Hey.
Yeah, that's me. Yeah. Last time I checked. Yeah.
I tell you right now, I'm learning so much. Now I know how to approach people. Because I would have just been, I'm like, the computer, you, no, all right.
That would have felt less creepy, to be honest with you.
Yo, for real, I think it definitely would have been like, I would have been like, the fuck happened to that guy? Sorry.
He would have just chalked you up as a tard and just been like, all right, there's something wrong with him.
He's from the Make-A-Wish Foundation. I got it.
For real.
That'll come pro sponsoring of Make-A-Wish.
Word.
Damn.
But what was really cool though, to get there was a little baby in the front row, and every one of the wrestlers gave that baby a fist bump. It had the head thing, and the baby was like, and like the parents put the fist out, and the other wrestlers gave.
The best part about that baby was when the wrestler put a sticker on the forehead. Like,
yeah.
And the baby is just like, the baby had to be about a couple weeks old at that. But he definitely put a star sticker on the baby's forehead, and I was just fucking like, why would you do that to an infant? Don't put a sticker on the fucking baby's head. Don't fucking do it. The kid is like, big ass phones, because you know the sound and everything was loud for an infant as it would be, and you see it's a big ass star that's bigger than his face. Oh man!
Yeah, so that's Matt Olson's Bessie's baby. Okay, so
hey, nice.
The cool shit was when Oink, I don't know his name, the pig guy you was talking about,
his wrestler,
ham wrestler. He gave his cape to Gigi's daughter, and then the teacher dude put a sticker on Gigi's forehead, Gigi's daughter's forehead, and she kept it on the whole night. I believe she was in the car. She went home. She had the sticker on her forehead.
No, she took off the sticker during the show because she was like, my head's sweaty. I had to take it off. But where do I put it? I'll put it on the back of your tablet. It's not gonna stick. Do you know that shit is still sticking with one leg like rolled up and stuff like that? So it's a 4-star sticker. 4-point sticker. Oh shit. Oh man, K-Fab has Toe's exact face without the beard. I mean, it would make sense. They're it's not K-Fab that they're brothers. Okay, this is one is Undertaker, the other one's King.
Yeah, pretty much.
Actually, more apt. One of us is Bruno Sammartino, and the other one's Pedro Morales. But
yeah. Yo, you know what's crazy? When we was growing up, people would literally fight us when we told them that we were brothers. They're like, "There's no fucking way you're brothers." I'm like,
yeah, but now that we're both old and fat, now we look.
Well, first off, I'm fluffy. Okay. I'm the tallest. I'm the tallest New York podcaster in the history of podcasts. It's a fact. After I met Kofi and Kenny and everybody in person, and I've tower over them, I just haven't finished growing yet. I'm the tallest podcaster in New York City.
Did you tower them after you stood on the chairs? Is that what you did?
You know what it was? There was a dip that just kept following me, so it looked like I was shorter, but it was an incline.
Is that what we're saying?
I'm totally too tall's tags. Matt knows. Yeah, it's a dip. It was a dip. Ask Big Cuzzo. Ask Big Cuzzo. He saw the dip. He saw the dip. Me and Big Cuzzo about the same size.
Advantage Age is your favorite teacher and gives you a star when you're a good noodle. Yes!
Yeah.
That's what we
mean. Thumbs up.
Can I get a thumbs up? We're having a good time. Let me get a thumbs up. Yeah! We're with it. Yeah!
Yo, I did not expect Kofi to be so fucking tall, though. My man Kofi hugged me, and I was wrapped around his knee. I went up to him and I'm like, my man, the fuck, can you hear me? I didn't know I needed a ladder.
That nigga tall.
Mad
tall. I was still talking shit though. I didn't care. I don't care how tall or how short you are. I'm gonna talk shit to you. My ass is gonna talk all the shit to you in the world. We're shot with Savannah. Hey, yo.
Kofi was trying to shoot his shot with everybody. When after I took the picture of me and Yim, my man put his arm around me when I was up, Mia. How you doing? I'm the We Live baby. And she goes, oh, okay, I know who you are. I'll shout you out. My man was going after everybody. But yo, Savannah has some nice eyes though. She got some like hazel. I was on some, okay, hold up now. Wait a minute.
Oh, man.
Tags is Shawn Michaels with Sensational Sherry in his prime. Hey, fuck it. You know, I'm just a sexy boy.
Him? Don't do that to Shawn Michaels. Don't you dare do that. You dare do that to my fucking favorite
Michaels
wrestler.
Look better, pimp.
All right.
You're only making Shawn Michaels look better,
You're making
pimp.
Shawn Michaels look really fucking bad right now. Don't you dare do that to him.
Me and Shawn Michaels have the same hair. It's just mine fell off.
Yo, bro, you were making Shawn Michaels look like he's in Saudi Arabia.
But he got paid for that shit though.
I mean,
oh yeah, my man shouted his number.
Yo, I believe it.
He did. Oh, yeah, man. I was like, say it again. I don't think she got the whole thing.
I'm gonna be right back. I found something in my mom's crib that's wrestling related, and I was like, "Oh shit, I need to put this on the podcast. Let me go get this shit right now. Hold on."
All right, yo, Matt, Big Cuzzo is cool, man. I went up to him and was like, "Yo, you flung homeboy," and he actually protected me from Gigi's daughter when she was trying to beat the shit out of me the whole night. So I owe him a debt. But yo, my man, they pulled out cucumbers during the battle royal, and they started literally sword fighting with the cucumbers, and the cucumber broke, and my man's looking at it like, shit. Like, I was like, well, I don't know what y'all was trying to accomplish with the cucumbers. As long as it's not being stuck up anybody's nothing, we be all right. Yeah. I thought he had the show was like, did he pull out a plátano? Because he's Dominican. He's like, he pulled out a plátano. It's like, nah, that's a cucumber show. That plátano wouldn't have survived. Shit. Yeah, that was the AO moment with the cucumber. That and the ref. The ref was like, yo, what's going on here, bro? What's going on here? But yo, the dude singing his own song, I can't get that vision out of my mind when he put homeboy in that arm lock and then grabbed his arm and pulled his arm to his face and started singing into his hand like if his hand was the mic. And my head was like, this is fucking genius. That's genius right there, man. It's like you don't see shit like that in the AEWs.
Yo, that's somebody who understands his gimmick.
Yes. He's skinny, but he was jacked. Like he had, I think I lost count at 14, but he had like a 14 pack. Like my man, my man was, all I saw was abs and fucking and veins. The skinny dude, abs and veins. Stain Michaels, yeah. I was like, yo, my names are horrible. Everybody knows I don't know names for shit. I gotta use your name multiple times a day to understand your names. But yo, it was dope. Yeah, yo, tell me not, man. Him and that dude with the jagged edge. Yo, he looked, Matt, not for nothing, he looked like somebody we went to school with. But he came out in jagged. He had this old school vibe, like he was our age, and he's like, I'm not letting go of the fact that our music was better back in the day. True, pretty much. And Savannah and Willow Nightingale, but you know why I know those two. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, dude, it was dope because Willow Nightingale, she wears this, you've seen her before. She has this like singlet thing.
Yeah.
So she was wrestling the lion guy, and she takes off the straps like on some credit. So I turn around the show, I was like, oh, she mean business now. Like she gonna fuck homeboy up now. Now she's pissed. This is real now. There ain't no show no more. Once you take down them straps, it's real. The lion turned around, was like, fuck that. He put out his straps too. I was like, this is gonna happen.
Business has just picked up. Huh?
Yes. Yo, my man did a springboard moonsault. He missed everyone, but he did a springboard move, and this is a big dude. I was like, yo, these motherfuckers could move out here. He did a diving attack to both of them on the outside.
Yeah, it's amazing what happens when you let wrestlers wrestle.
Oh, yeah? Oh, I told her about you the night before. She was supposed to joke on you. Why didn't she, man? I guess Willow was supposed to joke on me, Matt. Shit, if I'd have known that, I would have went out to him and be like, yo, listen, stop your conversation right now. My man Matt Awesome said that you said that I was cute. But shit,
Stop.
I know Brooke Valentine wanted to kick me. Like she gave me she threatened my life when I wouldn't want to twerk. Me and Kenny.
Yeah. So Brooke Valentine definitely made Kenny.
Yeah, you see how she emphasized the main
and show to twerk with Riley, because Riley, all right, vicious Riley wanted everybody to twerk because it is what it is. So she's like, I want them to twerk with us. She's like, let's twerk. She says she wants you guys to twerk. You're twerking. And so I was like, oh, okay.
Oh, you didn't see it? She did. She looked at me. She's like, you gonna twerk? I was like, yo, the word. Wait a minute. I hid behind show. I was like, no, hold up. You supposed to be injured. Time out now. I got a bad back. My hair is hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like, hold up, nah, I can't be doing this shit.
So, really quick intermission, right, on Battle Club Pro and how amazing it is. There are certain things that parents find when they're younger children, like me at the time, find some hidden gems. And since my folks are currently literally packing up the whole entire house because they're selling their house in Brooklyn to move to Puerto Rico, they definitely found some interesting things. And this is one of the most interesting things that my dad has found. That's right. A 16-month calendar.
Wow.
From the WWF. All right, F, bitch. That has all these wonderful people. Hold on. I keep finding it up. And we're going to go through the months really quickly, okay? Because this, my dear, is from, that's right, look at that year, 2001. Yeah.
Jesus.
I'm that old. So fuck yourself. All right. Don't Don't repeat that, sweetheart. I really.
That was aggressive.
Like, I'm that old. Well, look.
So now you know why she fits in the knucklehead.
Do you see from what generation? Do you see this era? This is the attitude era. The attitude. So I have to give you attitude. Look at Stone Cold. Oh, that's Triple H. That's The Rock. Fuck, Stone Cold.
Surprised you didn't tell everybody to suck it.
She will.
You want to know what's funny? I actually used that earlier today. Like, all these people can just DX with a big S. The whole thing capitalized. But you've only been a fan for 4 years, right? I've only been a fan. Well, apparently, to Pro Wrestling's podcast's fucking Instagram feed, I'm fucking stupid and I don't know the fucking thing and I don't know what I'm talking about. Hey, guy, go fuck yourself.
Yo, when you come for the queen, you better not miss.
Words.
January. January.
Why
Dan, look at his baby face.
Look at this.
Wow.
Look at this Jericho that we got going on right here. Maybe hold on.
I just noticed.
22.
I just noticed in that picture, his chest is already starting to get fucked up. If you look at that picture.
Yeah. Make sure that the glare is not there and whatnot, but we still got lighting. Yeah, no. It was absolutely insane. Wow. I really am this old. All right. February.
Yo, he looks like a baby.
Right.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
With the penis.
Hello, ladies.
Choppy, you pee. I can never get that shit out my head.
I was hoping that the rest of the calendar had the rest of him and whatnot, but it just says February. Disappointing. It's quite disappointing of you. How are you going to give me an attitude era calendar and not give me the
right? And he's supposed to be a porn star.
Word.
I thought this was a wrestling podcast, not the Toe in the Show.
Hey, we do everything here.
Road Dogg, Jesse James. That's right. Down where? Yeah. That's right, folks.
Oh, you didn't know?
No.
Man.
Your ass better call
somebody. Damn, yo, look at how young these guys look.
Now,
that's 22 years ago. 21 years ago.
About 21 years ago. Yes, sir.
Yo, that calendar's old enough to drink right now.
Facts. And you know what's hilarious is the fact that I have things written down on this calendar, like people's birthdays, no school, WWF pay-per-view on April Fool's Day. I had a trip. Apparently, my mom had a knee operation during this year as well. I started laughing because I was like, when the fuck did you use my calendar for your doctor's appointment? I don't understand. I was the only calendar at the moment. I was like, no, it wasn't. You had like them kitty calendars, them church calendars from the bodega. You had calendars, all right? You know what those calendars are. The fucking white people, this is a home on a lake calendar.
yeah. The Bob Ross paintings.
My favorite was the calendar from the Chinese restaurant that'll give you the zodiac sign. It just unrolls and shit.
The scroll.
In April, we got the 9th wonder of the world, China. Look at that. Look at that. Yes.
Ahead of her time.
Yeah.
You can't go to sleep. Okay, give me a moment. Okay, thank you. Maybe change the video. Do something.
Do 50 jumping jacks.
Just go over there.
3 Hail Marys.
I got some in the cup, but I'll finish the one in the cup in a second. I know.
That's nice reserved.
ninth wonder of the world, and I believe this China was going up against Road Dogg in the background over here.
It's got to be around her Intercontinental Championship run, right?
Yeah, I'm guessing it is, but it also looks like when she didn't have her boobs done. But I could be wrong. It just, I don't know. She looks a little bit more masculine there than what she does in her actual photos. Also, her eyes kind of look like they're too far apart. You know what I mean? Like, one eyeball looks way far out, and then the other, like she, not like a lazy eye, but...
No, I think it's just the shadowing. The shadowing is hiding the white part of her eye.
Maybe that's what it is. All right, let's see. May. I am the game. We went from this, ladies and gentlemen. We went from this to being in Vince McMahon's seat. That's right. Yeah. That's right. We went from this Triple H.
He got the same tights. The only thing that changed was his facial hair, was his hair and his music. Everything else stood the same.
Yeah, but all he had to do to get to Vince McMahon's seat was bang his daughter.
And plant some girls. You know, the if it wasn't for that controversy.
Now this next one is going to be a Tuesday.
Yo, I can't wait for the Beyond the Ring or the Dark Side of the Ring to come out for the Vince McMahon scandals. That's going to be some crazy shit.
We need one for these boys. Look how younger parties, how all these boys are coming. Look at this shit. Look at this.
Right when he started his cocaine addiction.
That's the only known picture of Jeff that's not on drugs.
Damn. I can't do it. I can't do it switching hands and holding this. It doesn't work for me.
You know what's even funnier than, well, not Jeff's problem is not really funny, but the only thing worse than that is Matt has never been relevant.
No.
Yeah.
Look, you got angry Matt right here. Oh, damn it. The angry Matt over here. Okay. And then we have this.
You got Laura, you're showing us his crotch.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to do this.
I'm like, we got Matt and then we got Jeff's dick. Look, they're a perfect team.
This is for the month of June, folks.
Yeah, you see what happens. You see what happens when you don't give a fucking Val Venus's full picture. She takes advantage of the only full picture that's there.
All this got left is drug addict.
Listen, you think you know me, and you might if you see this guy. This is Lay's favorite guy.
Yes, Lay's favorite cat. It looks like Edge made the face like.
Look at this. Look at this.
That was when he was in the Brood for 3 minutes. The 5-second pose, Rikishi glasses. Yeah, he still had no pecs.
None.
That was before the DDP yoga.
None. And then what do we have in the background? He speared somebody. Or it looks like he speared somebody. I can't tell what's going on over here. I know he's cheesing over here, which is really weird. So I want to have you guys look at this because it looks like his eyeball is in the hole.
Yeah.
So you think you know me, but then one eyeball, and it's just kind of creepy. So yeah, that's for July. We're almost done, folks. This nigga.
Like and subscribe for part 2.
This man has turned and cried so many times for us. Well, it is the big show.
And that had to have been like almost the best shape of his life.
My man still had hair. Look at this full set of hair. Look at that. Look at that brooding face. The big show for August. I'm telling you, this is great. I fucking love this. I'm reliving in my youth right now. All right.
Fun fact about the Big Show. Fun fact about the Big Show. He's the only person to hold the WWE, the WCW, and the ECW world title.
Nice. Oh, shit.
Now, if you can win the AEW title, there you go. But I don't see that happening. Captain Insano. Word. Yeah. It is Captain Insano. If you don't know that reference, Google it, bitch. We're not here to teach you. All right, Captain grow up. Insano. Yeah. Oh, man.
Old movie time.
Well, it's a Paul White. All right. And in October, if you don't know what the Attitude Era was about in October, may you rest in peace. That's right. The Undertaker, the Ministry Undertaker, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
Yeah, yes, yeah. Right? Yo, am I bugging or did his tattoos darker? Because I don't remember his tattoos
are a lot darker. I think he also got these tattoos. Yeah, either they amped it up, or definitely for sure, but that's for sure. But I also believe it's because during this time he probably got this fresh ink because he didn't have a lot of fresh ink when he first came out. You know?
No, that's right. If you look at the little pictures in the background, he doesn't have either he doesn't have it on the bottom one or you can't see it too much.
No, yeah. It's like I don't ever remember Undertaker's tattoos being that dark.
No, never. But then at the same time, they weren't really kind of showcase at it. As in, where's the Sarah tattoo? Man, go fuck yourself, Dave.
Yo, he got that shit in the
Sarah.
Word.
And for
now
what?
It says
for now it has like a decoration over it.
Yeah, he put a cloud and some shit.
Of course. Oh shit! And just in case you didn't know, just like Toe and K-Fab over here, the Brothers of Destruction. That's right.
For November.
For November. Let's be thankful for family.
Word.
What a better way to celebrate All Saints Day, huh?
Right? Shit. How are you gonna put him on the month that has the food and he got no opening in his mouth?
My name is Kane. He gonna burn up the Benny. Take him out of the kitchen.
For real.
Oh shit! That's for November.
Every time I go to a restaurant, I was like, Kane, how do you like your burger? I like it burnt.
All right, folks, we're down to the last month. That's right, December. Anybody? You guys want to go ahead and give?
It's got to be Stone Cold. We haven't seen Stone Cold yet.
Oh, The Rock.
Yeah, that's true.
Shit. Wait, it got. Well, I would say Mick Foley maybe, because if he loves Santa Claus.
But remember, during this era, we weren't about Santa Claus. We're all about being a stone cold bad motherfucker. That's right, Stone Cold for the month of December, because in December it does get stone cold.
Especially back in those days. Remember when it used to snow in the winter?
And that's the bottom line.
Because New York City weather sets so. But there he goes, stunning Taker. Is that Taker? Yeah.
Yep.
And there we go. Stone Cold Steve
That was back in the day when it actually snowed during the wintertime.
And what's amazing is that they did promote The Rock on here. But now 1 month had The Rock on there.
Word.
And it's sad because it's crazy. It's because
didn't you say there was 16 months?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Yeah, that is a 16 month.
Yeah, no, that is because the first one. This is your first 16 months. The bullshit. This is the bullshit. There's not even a picture here for me to be like, hey, whatever. No, there's no Rock. You have Jericho, Val Venus made it to the calendar before The Rock. I want you to think about that, folks. Okay, Val Venus,
sick people.
Road Dogg. Okay.
Oh, you only put the biggest stars.
Yeah.
Yeah, but why wouldn't you put Billy Gunn on February? You know, the ass man, he got the hearts and the kisses and all that stuff.
Yo, as The Rock once put it, who gives a shit about Billy Gunn?
Word.
Although
he
Billy
destroyed
Gunn is
Billy
doing a
Gunn.
lot better now than what Road Dogg was doing. And then you have
Yeah.
Triple H. No. Shawn Michaels, but Shawn Michaels wasn't released there. I think this was afterwards. This was definitely after the original DX.
Yeah. Just to keep late spirit alive, we got to mention The Rock killed Billy Gunn on Sunday Night Heat.
Yeah.
That's how you know it's bad.
They have him on here. Where is it? This would have been The Rock right here. That would have been his month. Like, what month should we have him in? I was ready. And you know what's so funny is that I was ready to see it. Because, you know, when you get calendars, you're going to be like, let's see everybody. Oh, this is cool. And I'm like, well, where the fuck is The Rock? They're promoting him here. They're not promoting him in my pages. What happened? What happened?
Unless there's a separate calendar where he's December and Austin's not in there.
Maybe.
But then that'd be stupid. Like, why would I get multiple? Well, no. Why would I get multiple?
You want to know why?
It's not like I travel with this one.
Think about this. Because you have those who have the East Coast calendars, and then you have those who have the West Coast calendars. And at that point in time, East Coast and West Coast always had something similar, but it was always something different. So I want to say that I'm underneath the impressions that maybe a different, like the West Coast or even the Midwest, they have something different than what we have here on the East Coast.
Yeah, makes sense.
So that's the only thing that I can possibly think of now. Before, back in the day in 2001, I was just pissed. But this is one of my little gems that I have. And apparently I also have a couple of shoe boxes of
just pictures
posters
of Val Venus?
Yes, actually Val Venus, Shawn Michaels, definitely Shawn Michaels. Where I have posters from back in the day from their WWE magazines. And did I tell you I have like a shoebox full of it? That shit was heavy as fuck for me to carry today, and I made sure to get all of them. So, gentlemen, I shall be right back. I know we got 20 minutes left for the show, but I have mom duties that I must do, that my child is just not feeling it right now. She's just like looking at me all cute with her Sasha Banks shirt and her moño with her sleeping mask ready. Come here, child. Come here. Okay, just come here. Okay. She's just ready.
Yeah, she's ready.
She's ready. Yes, I must. Don't walk into the door here. I don't want to go to the hospital.
Child abuse.
Yo, pro. We had Bret Hart shirts. Remember that shit back in the day?
I got called out of class because my Bret Hart shirt said Hitman on the back, and it gave all the dates of his title wins. And the teacher called me out of class because she thought I was promoting myself as a fucking hitman. I was like, do you not see the front of this shit with wrestling?
You look exactly
She's
like
a fucking idiot.
Yeah, she is a fucking idiot. Shit, man. Yo, you gotta
shirts, man.
Yeah, you could probably sell that shirt. Well, it's not like that shirt's gonna be hundreds of dollars.
Dude,
but
I'm not sentimental. I don't keep any of my old shit.
No, I was talking about Pro. He has the Fear the Monster shirt from Kane in 2005. But yo, there's a market. Like, you go to, I don't know, they thrift stores or something, but there's a market for old shirts like that.
Old shit.
Yeah.
MyOldShit.com.
Yeah. You know, it's because no one has any style nowadays, so everybody wants the old shit.
Yo, while we have a little bit of time, we didn't get to touch on anything like NXT and shit, but did you know that Worlds Collide is also on that Sunday where All Out is on.
Yes, it's in the afternoon.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? That whole weekend is booked because Clash of the Castle, if you guys don't know this, is at 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Oh, because it's England time.
Yeah, it's at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and then there's a UFC event that starts at like 3 or 4. And then that Sunday is the Worlds Collide, and then All Out. So there's plenty of fucking wrestling and MMA to watch.
Yeah, it's gonna be packed.
Then the one-eyed monster. Yeah, that was when promos were raw back in those days. Yo, but what led them to unify the NXT titles with Braun Breaker and Tyler Rex?
So Tyler Bateman.
What Tyler Rex? Jesus, you remember him? You remember Tyler Rex? Jesus.
Yo, look her up now.
No, yeah.
I gotta say. Yeah. But no, so they're closing down NXT UK and making NXT Europe. And I think they're taking the best assets from UK and bringing them in to NXT. So now we have Tyler Bates gonna unify that. Mandy Rose is taking on I had her name here.
Yeah, the UK champion and another person.
Yeah, but she's there you go. Give me 1 second, let me look up this name because I'm bad at names as well. Gotta start giving props here. So she's taking on Miko Satomura, she is a badass from over in Japan. She was in the Mae Young Classic. If anybody ever saw that, she's legit. So she's taking on Mandy Rose, and there's another one, Blair Davenport, who's also in UK, who's also a pretty good wrestler. She actually debuted yesterday or this past NXT. So that also should be a pretty fun match. I think the tag champions are gonna merge at some point.
Yeah,
that's what it is. They're closing it down and starting up something new.
What's up, 99 Problems? What you said?
Who, me?
What's up? It's been some time. Yeah, I got 99 Problems and your mom ain't one. Yeah, man, it's been a while, bro. You all right? How's everything doing with you, bro? How's everything? Wait, hold up. Blair Davenport is Will Ospreay's girl. Oh shit! So she be flipping too?
No,
Will Ospreay?
She's how do I explain? You remember the girl who was with the fucking pirate dude?
Yes.
Where they were weird brother and sister shit. She's kind of like her. Matter of fact, no. Let's bring it back. If you watch her, she's like Paige.
Okay, I can see that. I get a Victoria vibe.
Yeah, but from the picture, yeah. But if you watch her live, you can be like, okay, if there ever needed to be, you know how we said like Dolph Ziggler is like the next Mr. Perfect.
Yes.
She's like the next Paige.
You know what's funny? Looking at this picture, this looks like New Japan Pro Wrestling,
indie circuit,
indie AEW, and then. Look at WWE. Like, if Mandy Rose doesn't scream WWE at you looking at this picture, you don't know wrestling. You don't know wrestling.
Now, I would have Satomura win. Fuck. I gotta learn how to pronounce names as well.
Satomura? Yeah, Miko Satomura, yeah.
So, for anybody who doesn't know, I'm former military. I only ever had to say ma'am or sir. That's why I don't know shit for names, because I never had to use them.
No, I hear you.
Even if I didn't say ma'am or sir, it was, IT3, IT1 chief. But yeah, no, I would have her win to legitimize everything. But I think Mandy Rose is going to win because she's on this unbelievable fucking run.
Yeah.
300 and something days as champ.
Yeah, and I think Toxic Attraction is got to be one of the biggest things coming out of NXT 2.0.
Yeah. yo, Braun ain't hitting the way they think he is because he hasn't been on the show for a while, and I haven't noticed. Like,
word. Yeah, everything's been good, bro. Just been going to night school and working. You know, both take it. Yo, I hear that, brother. I hear that, brother. Keep it up, man. Do your thing, bro. Good luck with school. All that other shit. Keep that shit up, man. I know it takes a toll. Working, it almost feel like you doing 24/7. You ain't got no time. I feel you, bro. This is why these shits be recorded and stays on YouTube. If you can watch us anytime, you ain't gotta be here live. We appreciate you being here live, but you handle your business, man. That comes first. But appreciate you stopping by too, also, man. Good luck with school and all that stuff, man. I remember back in my day, school was supposed to be important. I don't know anymore. You know what I'm saying? But shit, yeah, and then the Clash of the Castle. Do you think Roman's dropping the titles?
Hell no, not at that show. What I think is gonna happen is we're gonna have some shenanigans, and Karrion Kross is gonna screw over Drew McIntyre, leading to a program with that, and then maybe I would like to see Karrion Kross take the belt from what do you call it? From Roman, but that's just me. I'm a fan of Karrion Kross from before he joined, WWE and NXT and all that shit. But that's just the fanboy in me. They had to bring him back for a reason. They can't just bring him back to do the same old shit.
No, I hear you. That statement that he made when he beat up Drew McIntyre and then Scarlett put the hourglass on the ring, that was a strong statement.
Yeah.
You can't just walk away from that statement. Something has to happen.
And I honestly think, again, I mentioned it with AEW, we need new stars. Drew McIntyre is nice and all, but if you make Karrion Kross, if you book him correctly and give him the title, you have a new person now who's somebody fresh, who's somebody new. He's already got a good Doomsday Clock gimmick. He doesn't have to say shit. Scarlett could just show up, put the clock down. There's more shit you can do with him.
No, yeah, it's true.
Because think about it. I've always said I would like to see one day where there's a champ who doesn't wait to see what challengers come. The champ is like, nah, I don't have the target. You guys have the target. And he's just walking up like, you're the one I'm going after now.
Yeah. And Kross could be there.
Yeah. Like I said, that would be the one thing I think that they should do with like the 24/7 title is instead of having Dana or whoever holds it always running, have her attack somebody and keep it. Just to throw them off and be like, oh shit, they can attack us too?
Yeah, no.
It just seems like it's a one-way thing when you have that title.
Yeah. No, it's true though, because even when Drew McIntyre was champion, who wants to challenge me now? I'll give an open challenge. Why wouldn't you just call people out?
Yeah.
I don't know. You know who you want to wrestle. You know who you want to wrestle. Stop pretending that they're gonna come up. Just be on some Ricochet. Get your ass out here.
Yo,
you know what I'm saying?
Yo, think about how cool it'd been when Jericho had the list.
Yeah.
If a heel champ comes out with the title and it's like, yo, you guys don't see what's going on back there. I got my list of people who talk all this shit. I'm gonna take them out one at a time.
Yeah.
Who's next on the list? That would be a awesome fucking concept.
It would be, because then that will also lead to one and done. Yeah, that's what the guy said. TikTok.
Fuck you. I saw that and I just started cracking. TikTok. You have TikTok? TikTok for you.
It says official.
It says official. Oh,
yeah,
man.
That's it's funny how my man doesn't understand the words no.
Listen, we're done giving him this 15 minutes of fave. AEW. Oh, we had a lot of AEW news to kind of cover. AEW used to be was able to homegrown their talent, and then all of a sudden, people got released, and Tony Khan was like, "I want new toys." And with that being said, a lot of AEW of what it used to be is not what it is now, and that's kind of sad. Because we fell in love with AEW for the pro wrestling aspect of it that is different. But now if you're giving me the same shit that Vince McMahon was giving me before, then you're not really giving me any new shit. At this point, what's the point of Rampage?
Oh my God, real Rampages.
I'd rather watch Dark. And I know that who's going to win over Dark because of the jobbers and stuff like that. But I listen for the commentary. And I watched for the commentary. Now, there were a lot of things that popped off yesterday prior to AEW's Dynamite. Damn, that was so good. I found Dewar's too, by the way. If anybody knows about Dewar's whiskey, y'all fucking know the deal. So some things was addressed. Fightful Select has learned that there's a mandatory talent meeting today with All Elite Wrestling Dynamite tapings. We're told Tony Khan will be present, but not many details are known beyond that. The talent is basically has learned They were told the meeting took place between 3 and 4 p.m. and that Tony Khan was fired up for it. Several topics were tackled, including working as a team, the lines of communication, and who the talent can talk to if they have concerns. The access to Tony Khan was also addressed as the rumors of miscommunication and lack of access to him has emerged. Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks were said to have made it clear that their door is always open and that they can be reached for concerns as well. Talent were briefed via email recently about several of the new coaches and talent relations promotions. In addition, we've learned that Chris Jericho and Tony Schiavone spoke at the meeting. Schiavone has been tasked with some additional talent relation roles. We've also heard that the contract tampering and inquiry rumors were addressed. And it was noted that AEW's chief legal officer sent a message/email to WWE, specifically to Nick Khan and Stephanie McMahon, about contract tampering allegations. So that was the mandatory meeting that took place yesterday before Dynamite. I just looked at this name and it just, ladies and gentlemen, if you are so mad and got your panties crunched up in your crotch and has a fucking butt plug that has never been up your ass before, and you're whining and bitching about it, the person who created the idea to move Moxley and CM Punk's from All Out to Dynamite yesterday was indeed Moxley's idea. It was his favor of the move, and one source even indicated that it was his idea and pitch, and All Elite Wrestling went with it. So you're mad that of your 3-minute squash match with a CM Punk, one, he shouldn't have come back that early. 2, stop being mad. He was not always going to be your champion. This man is not really going to be lasting long in the wrestling industry. Eventually, CM Punk also agreed to the match. And Frightful has not learned if it was connected to any of the reporting issues with CM Punk last week. It was to add, it's basically, as I'm reading onto it, it's noted that in the air, he heard it was an idea to play a few days to increase ticket sales and add buzz to the Cleveland AEW show. Fightful has reached out to AEW officials who did not respond when asked for commentary on this story. We've not been told of creative plans heading out of this match. Fightful Select was told last week that the decision was not the original plan and that multiple plans for AEW All Out had changed. So, a lot of things have changed.
It seems like that.
And I've read somewhere, somebody was commenting, I don't know what the fuck his name was, but he was on here saying that supuestamente there was rumors that John Cena was going to be in AEW All Out to challenge Jon Moxley. If you honestly believe that John Cena, out of all people in wrestling, is going to AEW to challenge Jon Moxley for the AEW title, you are dumb as fuck.
Hold on. Gigi, you don't know John Cena's the third man? He's the third man. This is where he turns heel and becomes Hollywood Cena and revives his career now.
We're not doing this. We're not doing this. He's not Hogan. He's not Hogan. Although he did probably get some hair extensions to cover that bald spot that we all know he was balding for a hot minute. All right.
Yep, looking like JBL in the back.
Got some keeps.
My man was looking kind of rough. All right, not Leo rough, but rough.
99 Problem saying that he wants to say something before he goes. He thinks that Austin Theory will be a flop with the Money in the Bank. He doesn't see him winning either title since he won that briefcase. I've
been saying that.
Yeah.
I've been saying that. I agree with you, 99 Problems, but Yamana ain't one. I agree with you. I don't believe that Austin Theory's cash-in is going to be a successful one. He is going to land in the category that is non-successful. Why? Because we must balance the scales of how many successful briefcases that were, cashed in and how many that failed. We're getting too high up here, so we need to scales a bit. All right. At the end of the day, Austin Theory is still going to be a mega superstar. All right. He has the look. He has the mic skills. His wrestling skills are not bad. If you put him in right there with the right person, the chemistry is going to be great. Remember, he was indeed under the wing of Johnny Gargano. And can we just say Johnny Wrestling is back? Johnny fucking Wrestling is back.
I'm going to be excited when I see that they can treat him correctly.
It looks like they're going to treat him correctly.
I know they're going to treat him correctly because Triple H is going to treat him correctly. Triple H is going to be like, he's here for the little guys.
I'm going to say real quick, there is a way that they can have Austin Theory cash in. Right?
The
The
way.
way.
So they can have Austin Theory be almost talked into cashing in. Whether it's Johnny Gargano or whether it's his ego or something. Talk him into cashing in without jumping somebody. And like, yo, I'm cashing in tonight. You're gonna face me one-on-one. And then within that match, he doesn't win it, but you give him the star-making turn that even in a loss, coming out of it, you're like, all right, that dude can be the next guy somewhere to take the sting out of losing it, to make it not so nonchalant and meaningless.
You know who's going to make Theory lose his title shot? Dexter Loomis. You want to know why? Because Austin Theory started acting like a douchebag to Johnny Gargano. Dexter Loomis is trying to bring Indy Hartwell from NXT. We're going to bring her to the main roster. What would be the way might be without Austin Theory. And because Austin Theory is too fucking his head blew the fuck up. Here you're gonna have Dexter Lumis choking him out of all that air like he did with the Miz. All right. And like, nah, you can't do that. You can't do that to Daddy Gargano. You can't do that. And then I have a theory, haha, right? That Indy Hartwell is going to be in all black type of thing because she's seen Dexter do it. So, you know, Tweedledee, Tweedledum, with whatever you can do, I can do better. And they're going to be like, Indy Hartwell? What? No. And then she's going to help Dexter Lumis get Theory and make him lose the title. I'm putting it all together.
Yeah, that's a good theory. That's one way to do it.
That, I don't know if I'm too excited.
It's just a lot.
Yeah. But I think the reason why him losing makes sense is because him winning the title seemed like it was a last minute decision. Like they forced him in the match. You know, it seemed like a waste when he won it because we all knew he was winning the minute he came out.
Mm-hmm.
So
we all felt like he was gonna win it.
Yeah.
Now with Triple H in charge, he's gonna be like, "Yeah, we're gonna scrap that. We're gonna scrap that right now." Now, back to AEW nonsense and moves and stuff like that. What happened with Sammy Guevara and Eddie Kingston?
Apparently, Sammy said some shit Kingston didn't like, and he smacked him, or he went to smack him.
So, in an update, Fightful Select has learned. I get all my news from Fightful, so thank you so much for providing me this amazing content. In an update, we've learned much more about the situation between Eddie Kingston and Sammy Guevara. We're told that Eddie Kingston was mad because Sammy Guevara hasn't spoken with Eddie or cleared the content of a promo that ended up being edited off a show. The two have not conversed since the Blood and Guts show, where Kingston threw Sammy Guevara off the cage. We've heard that Kingston has asked to work with Sammy, who didn't have people exactly aligning to work with him after his feud with Scorpio Sky and Ethan Page. Those that we spoke to said that there were some pretty clear parameters set on Sammy Guevara's feud and promos, to not mention his ex-fiancée, which we're told has never come up or been pitched anyway. So for those who don't know Sammy Guevara's ex, we're talking about Pam, the woman that he originally went ahead and proposed to in the middle of an AEW ring during Dynamite, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
All right. And that engagement didn't even last a whole year before they called it quits. And now Sammy Guevara married Ty Conti. I digress. I mean, Ty is hotter. I'm so sorry, but damn.
I mean, you see that booty.
It's a Brazilian booty. And she's Brazilian, so she probably takes it up the butt without problem. And Sammy's like, fuck it, I'm in. Literally, I'm in.
How did I just come back? What the fuck?
I think Ty Conti takes it up the butt, and Pam wasn't giving up the booty hole. So
that's relevant.
Ty Conti giving up the booty hole solidifies a better connection and a relationship because it's booty hole sex. You know what?
I know we don't know each other too well. I'm a little bit of a Puritan.
He saw a Brazilian booty hole and he went for it. Fuck what you heard. The original plan was for Eddie Kingston to win at the All Out match. In the edited out promo, Sammy Guevara referred to Kingston as a fat piece of shit, which Kingston took exceptional as Kingston took it basically to heart and felt it was buried in the match if a fat piece of shit beat him. The crux of the frustration, however, was how Sammy Guevara followed up with this after being perceived as difficult working with Scorpio Sky, Ethan Page, and Sonja Dutt in the months prior. So I guess Sanjia, thank you. After that, we're told that Kingston has yelled at Sammy Guevara, who smiled at him. Kingston responded by pie-facing Guevara. Sammy ended up being incredibly unhappy with this, and Kingston was suspended for 2 weeks. We were able to reach out to Eddie Kingston, who wouldn't confirm the recounting of events, but said, "I was wrong. That is all." So Eddie Kingston's being a bigger man about certain things. And he's basically saying that he was the wrong person. He was in the wrong. And that's it. So it sounds like Eddie Kingston crossed the line. And he saw that him crossing the line. So in reaching out to Guevara's take on the matter, he felt that there was communication issues. And Kingston nor any coaches or Tony Khan said that his line was off limits. He said that anyone who shames the way Eddie looks are likely the same kind of people that say he's too small, and was playing off that section that criticism is based on that, as opposed to his own personal beliefs. It was said that if word communicated to him, not to comment on that. So essentially, there was a big rumor that Eddie Kingston was basically being body shamed because Sammy Guevara didn't want to work with a fat person. He's too fat. He's out of shape. And the original rumor was that Eddie swung at him. Right? That's what we first listened and learned and everything like that. And now as more things unfold, it just sounds like this was more on Eddie's side because Eddie was the one that set it off with a promo that possibly had to deal with his ex-girl, Pam. Sammy basically said the following when Fightful reached out for comment. Sammy basically said, as a professional, you communicate things that you don't want to be said, like other people's I've been in programs with and have worked with, Matt Hardy, Jericho, and others. And I did communicate of what I didn't want to be said in this angle, and Eddie did it. But Eddie did not do the same, and Eddie did not mention to me or the coaches or Tony Khan or anyone in AEW what he didn't want it to be said. So after Ty and my match with Sky Blue and Dante, I cut a promo on Eddie, insulting Eddie and the fans as a heel, which I know the thing everyone loves to do is hate me and Ty, so I'm the perfect person to play this asshole character for Eddie to ultimately beat at All Out. I see what people say online about Eddie and his appearance, which anyone who legitimately shames Eddie for how he looks can go to hell. It's the same people who shame me for being too small. So Sammy Guevara, the character, I could be the physical person playing that person that Eddie can shut up at All Out. But Eddie did not do the professional thing and communicate it to me, which if he did, I would never have said it because the last thing I wanted to do is hurt someone for real. So after the promo, I get to the back and Eddie's flipping out, yelling, "You can't call me fat," over and over. And as I'm trying to walk down the stairs in Gorilla, making a big scene, people was getting in between us. Eddie tries to pie face me, and he more than touches my face. It was weird. And everyone backs everyone up here. It was unfortunate because the promo was on a tape show and easily could have been edited, which they end up doing anyways. I know this isn't Eddie's first time being aggressive and getting out of control backstage. I know I know he had to do some kind of anger management after this whole thing. The whole thing was very unnecessary, but it is what it is. Live and learn, I guess. On to the next we go.
Yeah, that story encapsulates my problem with Eddie Kingston. You're going to go out there and talk some shit that you shouldn't have been, but he called you fat and now you're mad? Like, that's some bitch shit. That's not I'm hood from Yonkers or whatever. That's a bitch shit.
Yeah.
Who gives a shit what they called you?
Yeah, you should be used to it, especially if you're from New York.
Yeah.
Everybody gonna call you that shit.
Maybe maybe it has to do with his own insecurities and everything like that, and again, mental health is a big fucking thing and a big issue. And with Eddie Kingston, it's not a non-known fact that he had a lot of mental issues, where he had to go get himself some help.
Wait, did he have mental issues or did he have abuse, like substance issues? Because those are two different things.
I think,
and in his promos, he keeps talking about his substance.
A lot of it has to do with substance, but I do believe that some part of it does definitely have to do with like the mental issue part of it as well. Because if you're addicted to, substance, eventually that's gonna fuck with your mentee.
Yeah.
And when it fucks with your mentee, you end up being your own worst enemy. Right? And then you just process it. It's just something that you continuously process. I think that it was a wrong move from Eddie Kingston to absolutely spaz out the way he did. And the fact that he admits it shows that he's a man. He had to calm down and bring that down. But Eddie Kingston's no longer on suspension. He was suspended for 2 weeks. Whether it was paid or non-paid, I'm underneath the impression that it's non-paid because so far all the suspensions that Tony Khan has delivered has not been paid.
So is that match still on for All Out or no?
No, it's been done. It's canceled.
Okay.
They're doing Ruby Soho and Ortiz on Rampage versus Sammy and Ty.
Okay.
Which nobody wants. Also, what are we doing with Ruby? What are we doing with Ortiz?
Wasting their time.
So I was a huge fan of Ruby before she went to NXT. And then in NXT and WWE, even I just grew. Her coming to AEW just showed maybe the WWE was right. Maybe she didn't be put in that spot. Maybe she's just somebody who's a good wrestler, but not a top level wrestler. I hate to say it.
I don't believe that. I believe that Ruby Soho, first and foremost, Ruby Soho is a better wrestler than Jade.
Oh, yes. Anybody's a better wrestler than Jade.
Yes, I agree with that.
No, but if you're going to give a title to somebody, I would rather have her as my TBS Women's Champion, Ruby Soho, over Jade.
Yes.
Well, Jade has indeed improved tremendously, but sis was legit handed a fucking title. And I don't think she should have been handed a title. I think Chris Statlander should be the one to take Jade off her pedestal. I don't think Athena should be the one either.
No. I agree with you on that. My only thing is, again, you bring in the ex-WWE and hand them shit. Like, you got to start using your own motherfuckers. So Jade having it, I'm not too upset with. The one thing I think Ruby should have won was that Owen Hart Open. Britt Baker did not need to win that. Ruby Soho should have won that.
Agreed.
Yeah. Something, because she hasn't won shit.
That was so in the bank, too, for fucking Britt Baker and Adam Cole.
Yeah.
Like, that was just too well written for their favor, and it shouldn't have been that way. And you know what's... Oh, there's also news, speaking of Britt Baker, there's legitimate beef between Britt Baker and Thunder Rosa.
Yeah, we talked about that earlier.
So Thunder Rosa's not hurt?
No, she's legit hurt. That's legit. That's not a work. Thunder Rosa is legitimately hurt.
Okay.
I'm trying to figure out exactly what's the injury per se, because I don't remember seeing it.
From what I understand is she has problems with disc in her back.
Right. There was a disc. There was a disc that was like messed up on her neck or something like that, right? Or on her back. You said on her back.
I think it was the back, but yeah, she's like been dealing with this for months now, or weeks or some shit like that. And
right.
I guess it was time for her to Get that shit fixed.
Yeah. So word emerged shortly before Dynamite that Thunder Rosa was injured and wouldn't be competing at All Out. Fightful Select has gained word that the original plan was for Toni Storm to emerge victorious and win the AEW's women's title. Now she'll compete for the interim AEW's title against Hikaru Shida. Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, and Jamie Hayter. We've not learned a creative plan set for the title since. We have talent contact both sides of things regarding Rosa, with many saying that she worked hard to keep others' young women's talents booked, and others that perceived her as developing an ego and being difficult to work with. Those that we've talked to who worked with her at Mission Pro Wrestling had positive things to say about her leadership when she's around. But rumor has it that Thunder Rosa and Britt Baker absolutely hate each other, that despise each other, that Jamie Hayter does not like working with Thunder Rosa, and that Thunder Rosa broke her nose in fear of Jamie Hayter coming into the ring to destroy her.
Wait, so Thunder Rosa broke Hayter's nose?
Yeah, Thunder Rosa legit, and I think it was either Dynamite or Rampage, broke Jamie Hayter's nose in a match. And
on purpose.
So that's the thing. I don't know if it was on purpose or if it was one of those things like a freak accident. But there's tension between Thunder Rosa, Dr. Britt Baker, Jamie Hayter, obviously whoever follows Britt Baker, that Thunder Rosa is difficult to work with, and that Thunder Rosa fears that they are going to legitimately hurt her in the middle of the ring. They fear that Thunder Rosa feels like she's going to get Sexy Star on her. And if you don't know who Sexy Star is, please look it up, because there's a lot of people who don't know about Sexy Star. Sexy Star used to work for a lot of promotions, but decided to be ruthless in the ring, and she actually dislocated the arm. She didn't break it. She through Rosemary, if I'm not mistaken. Sexy Star had a match with Rosemary. I forgot exactly what promotion, but she definitely dislocated her arm because she felt like I was gonna say Daphne. Oh, God rest her soul. But she felt like Rosemary was going to legitimately hurt her in the ring because of miscommunication. Because she thought that she didn't like her and that she was going to come for her in the ring.
That's crazy.
So it's been rumored that Thunder Rosa also does more or less the same thing with the competitors that she is with in the ring, because she feels like they're coming for her. Like a legit coming for her. Not storyline, but like legit. And it's like, if you are going to work like this, then why are you here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not everybody's not going to like everybody. I get it, but
you got to be professional. You got somebody's life in your hands.
Yeah.
Right. You have to be professional about it.
You both have to fucking work together. Yeah. Otherwise, it doesn't work.
As fake as people say this shit is, this is dangerous.
I fucking hate half of the people that I normally work with.
Yeah.
I really do. But you know what? I put that shit to the side. Because we're not here on we're not here on a personal level. We're here on a professional level.
Yep.
If I can't work with you in the ring professionally, thinking that, you know what, you're going to have my best interest and catch me when I need to be caught and everything like that, then what are we both doing in the ring?
Yeah.
Because we're going to end up legitimately killing each other for either A, not catching one another, a kick to the face that could possibly break something,
Yeah. Yo, it's so weird how these people like, oh, I don't want to work with her. She's blah blah blah. It's like, yo, first off, you're in a situation that's predetermined. If somebody in the back says, hey, you go out and you take the pin tonight, take the fucking pin. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, you're a team putting on a show. This isn't professional boxing or anything.
Who gives a shit if you don't think you should be losing to this person? This is a story.
Yeah.
If you don't, if you want to be in a situation where you can dictate if you win or not, go into MMA and fucking actually fight somebody.
No, yeah. Who's the person that Thunder Rosa defended her title against, and everybody was like, "Yo, Thunder Rosa just fucking like didn't sell for her and shit."
Sandbag the girl.
Yes. Who was that?
Who did she sandbag?
It was right before Tony Storm. It wasn't Tony. Was it Ruby? No.
No, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't Ruby. Who did she sandbag? You know what? I'm gonna look that up. It might have been Hater. It might have been Hater.
Because that was like right when she won the title. That's when all these. Oh, you're muted. But right when she won the title, that's when all these.
No. I know I was muted. I did that. Marina Sheffrey. Yeah. MMA girl.
Oh
yes.
Hold.
Shaffer.
Yeah, Maria Shafir. That's on a different note. Maria is greener than fucking baby shit, bro.
No, but
she
tried to fucking hip toss her and she wasn't going nowhere. Like there was some stuff that's like, come on, you got to take care of this person. You know, if they're trying to build her up as a certain way, then you got to take care of her. You know, because I saw that. I remember seeing that man. I was like, wow. I thought Thunder Rosa was supposed to be the best. Like she
was looking that stiff, right?
Yeah.
She was looking stiff.
Yep.
Marina wasn't looking stiff.
Dude, she didn't look good in the fucking match before that. I don't know.
No, she looks good in her matches. I just think you gotta find the right person to have that chemistry with. And I think she's good, but I don't know. Like it makes you really start questioning. Like, is this all like something that we're just, it's in our heads? Maybe it's just the dirt sheets talking. Maybe it's this. Or is this something that we've been kind of just watching for months and we're just like, yo, but what the fuck is really going on with this shit? Why doesn't this seem flawless? Why is Thunder Rosa, my champion, put in tag team matches instead of singular matches?
Especially after you just finished fighting Serena Deeb and you talking about you're the best wrestler in the world, then you do this shit. Like you have this stiff ass match. It's like
I'll take Serena Deeb as my women's champion any day of the fucking week, and she deserves her flowers.
Yeah,
she deserves her fucking flowers.
I put her in the same category as Mercedes Martinez.
Yes,
like they should have been champ from way back.
And what happened to them? Why are they not on TV right now?
Well,
Serena Deeb is actually on AEW Dark. You see, you will see her more on AEW Dark.
Mercedes is, I think, the Ring of Honor Women's Champ right now.
Yeah,
but they don't have. They don't have a show for Ring of Honor, right?
They do a lot of indie, like they do a lot of in-person live shit.
Okay.
Which is dope. But at the same time, if it's not televised, like, how can we enjoy it? We just see her walking around with a title, and we've seen her before, her work in the ring before, but what has she done to earn the title? And it's because when we don't see it, it's like out of state, out of mind.
Yep. It just so happens like you just threw people together.
Mm-hmm.
This is what I was saying earlier. Like when you start bringing in the beef from 20, 30 years ago, and that's the foundation of the rivalry. It's like, I don't get to see this, so I just have to take your word for it.
Yeah, but see, like I was explaining earlier, you didn't get to see it. Maybe I didn't get to see it, or Gigi didn't get to see it, but the vast majority of the people in that audience saw it. They know. And unlike what they do with the comic book movies, AEW is playing towards the people who know. If you know, cool. If you don't, catch up.
Yeah, but but the one benefit of watching AEW since the inception of it is if you're gonna do a storyline that's been based on the AEW.
Yeah, but based
You know,
on
I
3
want to
years
be,
of what? Like,
but I want like imagine they bring a storyline and it's like, yo, 3 years ago when we first started, you did this. Yo, the Starks and Hobbs storyline.
I love
yeah,
it.
That's the AEW fucking. That's I know what's happening because I've seen their
Yeah.
relationship happen in AEW.
Here's the
I love
difference,
Ricky
okay?
Starks.
Yes,
Starks and Hobbs are
I love both of them.
100% AEW grown. They're homegrown, and they don't work for other promotions. So the story you have to tell is there. AEW, and as much as people might get mad at me for saying it, stop letting your motherfuckers work for other people. It's cool to see what do you call it, FTR with all those fucking championships. But then that tells me that they're a better team than your tag team champions.
And you don't even allow them to rock their tag team champions for AEW. They should have the AEW champions. Why not? Who has them now?
Swerve in Your Glory.
Swerve and,
Right. And what have we done with them lately?
They just challenged the Acclaimed for some reason.
Well, that's because they came to save Daddy Ass, and he's an ass man. Save his ass man.
But this is what I was saying. They should have kept everybody in house and built their whole thing. Because what you did was you built a wrestling organization that is essentially using other people's shit.
Yeah.
You got the Ring of Honor thing in your organization. Yeah, Tony Khan bought it, but that's not his. You got New Japan coming in. That's not his. Triple A, that's not his. Like, where's your shit?
You know, to be honest, like FTR should be on a world tour, and AEW should be documenting it. Like every week on Dynamite, instead of having them do singles matches for some reason, show a vignette of them defending the Triple A titles or the fucking Ring of Honor title somewhere, so that way we could keep up with them. But they're not there; they're out doing some other shit. So when it's their turn to fight for the tag team titles in AEW, we know why they earned it. You know what I'm saying?
That's true, and I really do believe that FTR to me is the greatest tag team. I love Swerve in Their Glory, but do I feel like they are the best tag team out right now? No, even if they have the titles. And I love me some Keith Lee. I love me some Swerve. I really do. And just to let you guys know, Swerve was not the original part of Hit Row. So for all you fanboys out there that's fucking talking about, oh, Hit Row's not the same without Swerve. Oh my God. Well, Swerve wasn't part of the original 3. He was just added on to that. So go fuck yourself.
Because I know I'm not personally attacking this. I don't give a shit, but Hit Row doesn't seem like it belongs. I'm not saying that they're good or bad. I'm just saying, watching Friday Night SmackDown, they broke out into a fucking rap song, and I'm like, what the fuck is this?
No, that's because of bad creative. But the fact that they were able to get the rhymes all together compared to remember when Naomi and this girl tried to sing, somebody call my mama. Like, at least they were in sync with their lines. And you're absolutely right. That part of them singing and doing a hip hop concert and shit like that didn't belong. But them as a trio belongs because they all vibe. And I think that we just need more time to remind ourselves why Hit Row is so good.
You know, I think they would have been better on Raw because for me, because I don't watch SmackDown that often because, you know, we do the Tone the Show, but I feel like SmackDown is Roman Reigns' show and they have some wrestling.
And
like
then
if it was like Roman Reigns and then just a bunch of fucking jobbers wrestling, SmackDown doesn't change.
But remember this in mind. not only changing SmackDown and Raw, we're changing NXT. Delgado is coming.
All right? I can't wait for them to come up.
And when Delgado comes, remember, they had one of possibly the best feuds with Hit Row in NXT before Hit Row got called up to the main roster first. And I think when you add that dynamic of one faction versus another faction, especially when it's still kind of fresh, it's going to be great. It's going to be great.
It might be, but Hit Row has a lot to prove to me because Top Dollar talks a lot of shit for somebody I've never heard of before. And for somebody, from my point of view, is only around because they've put Swerve in there.
Top Dollar for right now just seems like a big dude.
Yeah, like there's nothing about Top Dollar that screams wrestler or special.
You know what's funny? I'm gonna lay. If you're listening to this, this is for you. Top Dollar seems like WWE's Hook.
Wow.
This is for you, Lay. Hook needs to brush up on his mic skills, wrestling and ability skills. It also needs a little touch up to it. However, you leave Hook alone. Okay, we're sending Hook. You leave my baby boy alone. You leave my baby boy from Red Hook alone. He's not even from Red Hook, but his name is Hook. So therefore he's from Red Hook. So go fuck yourself, Joe. Go fuck yourself.
Hook alone.
Send Hook. Somebody send me Hook. Send him right to my front door, please. I got dollar bills too. Listen,
hey,
I'm better than that bitch. I'll tell you that much.
With the look at the end, the little.
I got the plum ready for you, Daddy.
All right, and on that note, we went a half hour over. You know, son, I'm starting to feel like this show needs to go a half hour overtime with all the shit we talk.
Sometimes it really does. No, it really does. It's just like, you know what it is. Sometimes I get on here too late. This nigga's show ends up arriving normally at this time. You know, there was just a lot. There was a lot to cover. For those who've never checked Battle Club Pro, please do yourselves a favor and just hit them. Find them up on Instagram. Look up Battle Club Pro. Look up all the great wrestlers that was on there. Shout out to Willow Nightingale. Shout out to Brooke Valentine. Shout out to Ringleader Midas and Blazing Lion, Ham Wrestler, Steve Pena, Jordan Lee, Savannah, everybody, and Jobber Tears podcast. Yes. Y'all niggas are the best. Janelle is dope. Sir Wilkins is dope. Mr. Black, the wrestler.
Yo.
Yeah, Mr. Black, excuse me, the referee.
Mr. Black, you cheated. You cheated, Mr. Black. You fucking cheated. Prolific should have won that shit.
Nah, you really think that Jobber Tears was gonna lose their own shit? Shut the fuck up. Get the fuck out of here.
That was the smoothest cheating I've ever seen in my life.
That was the best thing ever. Best thing ever.
And shout out to the ref.
And one more thing. If you recognize Gigi from something 10 years ago, you're too late. Shut the fuck up about it.
Yeah, Word. Don't be a creep. Don't be a creep.
Don't be that asshole.
Yeah. Yeah, don't make me fucking block you in real life, you cocksucker.
That we do. Right? Like, yeah, no, we're done with this conversation. Luck. Turn around and be like, what are you still doing here? I just blocked you. I just fucking blocked you. Go over there.
Just like, delete. Shit, we're gonna have to start doing that. Next time we're there, somebody's creepy. Delete this man. Boo this man. You got to. Oh, the chat wants to know if you got TikTok, Gigi.
Go fuck yourself, Petty. Go fuck yourself.
That's her TikTok name. Go fuck yourself official.
Go fuck yourself official.
It says official.
And because y'all niggas follow my Instagram, it's official 69. Because you know we got to be dirty up in this bitch, right? You know, we ain't dirty here this podcast, but we're dirty.
And for the rest of the people that want to know, what's your MySpace?
Oh, go fuck yourself.
What about Friendster? You on Friendster?
What's your AOL?
What is that? What's my aim? I'll let you know what's my aim. I'll give you my aim. Y'all want to know my BlackBerry shit too?
What's your pager number? What's your pager?
Your BBM. Damn. What's your two-way? Remember the two-ways?
What's your two-way?
Oh, man. Bro, be like, what's your email?
Come in.
Bro is like, yeah, that's funny. But what's for real? What's your email? What's your email, man? What's your email?
You got a P.O. box? You got a P.O. box? Yeah, man. So, yo, what we learned, don't be a creep. And go follow everybody that Gigi just mentioned, plus everybody else that's out there.
Also, go support your local. Go support your local indie wrestling scene because apparently it's a lot of fun if you haven't been.
Word.
That's it. Next time you coming with us, Cap. That's it.
Yeah, for real.
Yo, I would have went this time had I had known.
It was tricky. This one was tricky. Oh, yo, listen, we gotta see. We saw the. Which one did? Gigi, Willow Nightingale, is she thick or she juicy? Because to me, she fits in both categories. But which one is she in the?
She's thick.
She's thick. All right. So we saw thick and Gigi, but thick and Gia, but we gotta see thick and juicy next time. We gotta.
Well, we're gonna see them. We're gonna see them. And then we're going to go ahead and call out the Dirty Heels podcast because they want to go ahead and decide to fuck with Kenny. You can't fuck with Kenny because Kenny's part of the NuKKle podcast too. He's part of the NuKKle Network, y'all.
That's
you
right.
You can't fuck with Kenny.
Right.
That's it. You fuck with Kenny, you fuck with us.
That's right. And as the tallest man in podcast history, Toey Two Toes tags. You got yourself a problem now, son. You got yourself a problem. I had to put the accent in there. And on that note, it's your friendly neighborhood knucklehead signing out. Peace, everybody.